The fuck? Aha! There we go. Weird. I was just wondering why it was so choppy there for a second. That was really odd. All right, sorry, a little behind tonight. I'm gonna run off and make some supper in just a few minutes here. Let me see if the Geeky crew is hovering around somewhere. See if I can find them. I haven't seen them around much this week. I've been kind of doing my own thing, and they've been doing their own thing. Yeah. I don't know. Well, here, I'll, oh, wait a minute. That's not going to work. I will attempt to start a hangout here, and we'll see if we can, get them going. And I should probably head on over to Livestream so I can see who's there and who's talking and stuff. Yay! Ah, there we are. Let's see who we've got in the house so far. There, and who's talking? Oh, wait a minute, no. Echo. We have Vermin Art, Jamie Bowers, Patrick Butler, AC, Funk Monk, Manic, Giant Guy. Awesome. Greetings, everyone. Sorry I'm late. What else is new, right? Just, fashionably late, trying to build anticipation. Alright, let's see if we can find the Geeky crew. I know they're around here somewhere. Unless they're avoiding me, I don't know. I haven't really talked to anybody this week. I've just kind of been masturbating way too much, actually. But, yeah, there you go. The life of a lonely bachelor. It's wonderful. Okay. Where is everybody? I don't know. I'll try starting a hangout here and try to send out some invites. See if hey, Garbage Gamer, how's it going? Go to Google. I'll start a hangout here and I'll invite you and the rest of the crew and see if we can get everybody in the house. In the house, man. There we are. Okay. Funkma, currently in the middle of the 24-hour movie marathon. Yeah, I should probably do that, because I know a lot of people really enjoyed my last one. Was it Skinslip was saying he would really like to be present when I do it, and if I could watch movies with everybody. So I don't know if I'm going to do that for the whole thing, but we might have the Geeky crew in for some of the films anyway. That'd be kind of fun. Where is everybody? Where's my list here? There you are, the Italian Michael Jackson or whatever. No, hold on a second. And we want Mia, and we'll see if Justin can come in, and Cass, and the other Justin, and Skinslip, of course. Alright, I think that'll probably work. There we go. Alright. Good to go. And I just realized my other camera is not plugged in to this computer. Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on a second. Really, Jamie? You're short? 5'9"? Or less than 5'9"? I always pictured you as a really tall lady for some reason. That's okay. I like short ladies too. I just like ladies. What can I say? I like the ladies. They're so soft and squidgy. Alright. Let's see if we can make this work here. I don't know if it's going to accept the camera. Being plugged in on the fly. Nope, probably not. Alright, Garbage Gamer's in the chat. I'll be right back with you, Garbage Gamer. Just hang on a sec. I got to restart or re-hang out or something. There, let's try that. Okay. Oh, join.
You gotta
What
read
the
something.
fuck? Is my camera not functioning at all? What the fuck? Alright, hold on a second. Hold on. Let's fire this up. There we go. Okay. Show it there. I'm very confused, very confused. It's always a little tricky getting everything up and running here right off the bat. Okay, let's we do settings. No, we can't do settings from there. Fuck Google. Why can't you make things more intuitive and stuff? Oh, wait a minute. Yes! Okay, now it's working. Alright, there we go. Yay! Okay,
Yeah,
good to go now. That wasn't annoying at all. Alrighty, so let's, oh, I already have the screen all figured out here, so let's bring the Pablo into the mix here.
Hey.
Alright, welcome Garbage Gamer, welcome everybody else. I think we're almost organized here.
Awesome.
Funk Monk is currently watching his 7th movie, Brave. I have not seen Brave. Actually, I'm way behind.
I just saw Brave recently, actually.
Did you? Didn't you see it like 100 times because your nieces just wanted to keep
Yeah.
watching it?
Yeah, my brother-in-law has like almost the entire Pixar and DreamWorks collection on his 360.
Nice.
So, and they just go there and just pick all the movies.
Just
So
watch
watching
them all.
everything. Yeah.
It's crazy.
They do surprise me every once in a while. They'll pick like Rescuers Down Under
Like
or
a, like
the DuckTales
a
movie.
proper Disney movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I kind of like Brave. It's different.
It's very
It's
brave.
the same. It's the same, you know, typical DreamWorks, Pixar. What is it? DreamWorks or Pixar? I don't even know.
Pixar.
That's all CG animated movies now. It's just like
Yeah.
I lost track of what company's making them.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Yeah, the big two for those are Pixar and DreamWorks, and then I think Sony occasionally does a few. I think Planet 51 might have been a Sony one. I can't remember. But and I see Patrick, you finally got Darkwing Duck Volume 2. I still have to pick up both of them. I'll get them eventually. Yes, Manic says, even though I have the Shout Factory reboot DVDs, I've been checking to see if Steve has versions of the episodes with proper audio. It's quite possible.
I know they exist. I have proof that they exist.
Yes.
I have recent proof, actually, more better. Hulu, discovered just a few days ago, grabbed the rights to stream Reboot on their service.
Yeah.
And, you know, Netflix is cool because they had the first 2 seasons. Hulu has all 4.
Oh, okay.
Well, so they have the
whole
complete
saga.
series. Yeah, so I went and first thing I did was I jumped to the 4th season and watched an episode, and sure enough, proper audio.
Because like from season 2 onward, it's Skin Slip.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I'm on my phone right now.
You're mobile. Oh my god.
Oh, hold on. You see this? I'm setting everything up still. We're almost there.
Nice. Well, glad you survived the trip.
Look at my new. Oh, look at all the beautifulness.
Oh, look at that. That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, it was like 24 hours of driving. It was insane.
Brutal. Yeah, I saw some of your updates on Facebook there.
I see you officially marked your territory.
Pissing all the way.
Yeah, we both did. It was awesome. So I have a walk-in closet. I mean, this is like...
Oh, a walk-in closet. Wow. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, the only problem is it's in the ghetto.
Oh, well, whatever.
In the ghetto.
Honestly. I'm going to be running off a Wi-Fi hotspot tonight, so I have no idea how good my connection will be.
All right, well, we shall see. Some Wi-Fi is pretty good. It depends.
Yeah, I mean, how's my video right now?
It's a little choppy, but I mean, it's
choppy, but we can hear you.
We can hear you. That's the main
okay,
thing.
yeah, this is how it's going to be. Yeah. Right here, because it's the same speed. It's gonna be like this for a while.
Hey, I think your T-shirt is the same thing that Tank has for his avatar.
Yeah, this is a slight different one, but this is this is the fuck, I don't remember what it's called. The Crimson Ghost.
The what?
It's called the Crimson Ghost.
The Crimson Ghost. Okay.
Yes. It's
I thought it was the whole Andre the Giant thing.
No, Patrick, I've not got Who Framed Roger Rabbit on Blu-ray. I haven't been able to buy anything lately
A little bit.
because my funds are just so ridiculously tight right now. I can barely afford food on top of bills and everything, so Blu-rays are just gonna have to wait. I did spring for Dread a little while ago, which you probably already knew, but that's like literally the one Blu-ray I bought in the past 2 months. So.
Wow. I wish I could say that.
Yeah. Oh,
I haven't bought a...
And Jamie, I saw you mentioned you liked Planet 51, as did I. I thought it was really funny, actually. Rosie really likes it too. There's a little game she likes to play, actually, where she'll run around freaking out and hiding behind things, and then peeking to see if I'm coming, and then I'll walk over and she'll go like, ah, and then freak out and run away. And I didn't know what she was doing at one point. And then I asked her, I said, what are you doing? What's this game you're playing? She says, I'm the astronaut guy in Planet 51. Like, oh, okay.
Oh.
So she's being like the astronaut guy when he first sees all the aliens and freaks out and he's running through the neighborhood. And yeah. She was doing her own little reenactment of it. So.
That's adorable.
Yeah, it's very cute. Very cute.
I am slowly also geekifying my nieces.
Are you?
Yeah, my 4-year-old niece is very, very into Brave Star right now.
Nice. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
She's been a hit and miss with Jace.
Yeah.
And what she likes about Brave Star, she likes the funny talking horse.
Oh, yes. Is it 30-30?
She likes 30-30.
I love 30-30. He's such a great character.
And she loves the little girl on Jace.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
What's her face? God, bad me. Why do I not remember?
I know. It's just one of
Flora.
those.
That's who it was.
Flora, yeah.
Yes.
She always asks, she goes, why is there a fish?
And did you say, we all wonder that. Where did the floating fish come from? Yeah, it is kind of seems a little drug inspired in spots,
yeah.
but you know.
But I like I said, I tried the waters, with her, because I had a babysitter. It was a couple days ago. So I go, you know what? I go, instead of watching, all the Pixar movies that we've watched a billion times, let's try these and see what you. So for D&D, they had little interest in it. I kind of expected that, but
yeah, actually, Rosie loves D&D. That's like one of her favorite '80s cartoons.
But yeah, I was kind of surprised to see she. It was kind of funny is she'd do something and then she'd stop and just kind of have this whole stare, and she'll stare and she will sit there and stare and watch an entire episode. And something of either Brave Star or Jace.
Wow, crazy. Ninkyo says, seems like they're putting out a lot of anniversary Blu-rays. Yeah, I guess it's just a lot of anniversaries this year. All the classic ones that I got, like the 70th anniversary Citizen Kane, was it 50th anniversary of Ben-Hur and Lawrence of Arabia, 40th anniversary, I think, of Willy Wonka, stuff like that. A lot of anniversaries. And it's the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who, all year long. So I should really start doing some videos about that. I've actually been waiting to see if my... I'm waiting for the Aztecs to arrive. And it's the one story I need to complete my first season collection of the original Doctor Who. So when I start doing the videos, I want to do the long-awaited DVD disambiguation for the classic series. Because it's, can be quite daunting, intimidating, and confusing for anybody who's trying to get into it and collect them. So I'm going to do basically one season of the classic series per video. So it's going to be 26 videos long, at least. Well, it'll probably be a little bit less than that, actually. So I'm going to do all the second Doctor ones together, because there aren't that many complete stories. But
yeah, something we're going to have to do on Twitch or something is... There's finally a reason to log back into PlayStation Home.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember PlayStation Home?
God, I remember. I think the last time I was on PlayStation Home was with you and Stout. And
yes, and we were looking at the guys in speedos with sparkly crotches.
With the sparkly crotches, yes. Yeah,
but,
I think the last I went there was around Christmas of that year, so it must have been at least 3 years ago now.
So yeah, Sony is also celebrating the anniversary of Doctor Who, so you can only imagine what is going on at PlayStation Home right now. Let's just say there's a TARDIS in my apartment.
Sweet! Okay, I'm totally going on PSN. We're gonna go. We'll do that on Twitch, and it's like, okay, apparently there's Doctor Who stuff here. We're gonna go find it. Let's go.
And apparently there is a home space there. It does cost money. I think if you get the whole entire package with everything, is like $20.
Jeez. Wow.
I know, but still, you get a home space that is the TARDIS.
Oh, wait a minute, Jamie.
It's the
All right, so Sean, I'm coming over in August so you can convert me to a true Whovian. Yay! Are you finally moving in with me? Are you finally marrying me, Jamie? Are you making all my dreams come true? Speaking of Doctor Who, I'm going to go check the mail right now. I haven't actually checked the mail today and see if perhaps that DVD arrived today. I will be right back.
And I will dance for you all. By interesting level.
To get some cool air in here because I noticed my CPU fan is going crazy.
Yes, interesting level kind of drops when there's no one else here. Hey, that's all you get. Sorry, I lack dance moves. Anywho. Well, this is socially awkward. Let's see. I'll be getting the HD collection of this eventually. Son of the Enders. Unlike Sean, I am also a huge fan of this series. Got both the PS2 games, and I'm still gonna get the HD collections, obviously. I just picked up Ico and Shadows of the Colossus collections off of Amazon, and so those will be coming in pretty soon. No and yes. The first Son of the Enders was a project by obviously Hideo Kojima, the person who obviously did the Metal Gear Solid series, and the second game had an anime made after it. So I'm guessing that's why yes and no. Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold on. Bringing Toon Man in here. Save me from this socially awkward moment.
Thank you.
Socially awkward moment averted. I'm like, I have video games. So, what's up?
Much. Just working on taxes.
This is my working on taxes post.
Yeah. Most people, it's... Yeah. Me, I'm like, yeah!
So now, instead of silence with one person, we have silence with two people.
It'll be fun when we get like 8 people in here. We'll just... Not friend. I'm going to have a can of cola.
Oh my god, that could not be more generic.
I'm so poor.
You literally are
Sorry.
drinking cola.
It's... Hang on. There we go. It's free to... Damn it. Stupid light keeps reflecting.
Freedom?
Freedom Liberté Cola. Because it is free of sugar. Where the hell did I even get this? Oh, it's Thrifty Foods. Grocery store chain out here. I know, this is like the TV show that doesn't have any advertising contracts. And you're just like, hey, so, blah, 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 say my line. Cola. Yeah, I'm hitting it hard tonight with the compliments cola.
And at least my cheap cola was stomach.
Oh, you
Can't
noticed
hear
it.
you, but hold on.
Like, oh, he noticed it.
Here it is. Yeah, Jamie Bowers says when our food is that cheap, it's usually misspelled. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some Kahlua.
Chicken
Kahlua.
sandwiches. Is that like dollar store Kahlua?
No, it's
Kalua's retarded cousin.
He's literally drinking
I'm drinking cola. It's the Thrifty's brand.
Yes, Brian, I am Vakj.
Like I said, at least my extreme cheapo brand out here is called Summit Cola.
Verminard says chicken sandwiches came out of the post. Yeah, amazing. I was surprised.
Yeah.
It's like when you open that pizza on your package opening.
Yeah, no Doctor Who love, unfortunately. I think it might be stuck in customs. It was sent a couple weeks ago. It's pissing me off it's taking this long.
Oh, Sean. Big news. I finally... It went on sale and I snagged it. Got Ico Shadows of the Colossus HD collection.
Oh,
Big disc.
nice. Finally, eh?
Mm-hmm. Finally. And you know, I've never actually owned those games. Neither one. I've only played the demo for both of them.
AC says, how is a classic ruined if a crappy new version comes out, like a remake? It's not like crappy remakes use time machines to erase them from history. If a new remake sucks, fuck it. The classic is still a classic, if not even more so. This is very true. No, I don't think any less of the classics when a remake comes out, but I often think less of the remakes.
No, see, for me, the hatred towards remakes mostly stems from, wanting the younger generation to experience the original, and them only seeing the remake and thinking the old one is crap.
Mm-hmm.
Not getting their whole ideas twisted.
Jamie actually raises a good point. Says, true, but newer generations won't look at the older ones as the originals, just weird old versions of newer movie.
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously I had a problem with my connection there. I just noticed in the stream, I looked when I reloaded it, and I was... For a while. Okay. When I heard Eric talking, I just heard, that really metallic-y breaking up sound.
So you were, like, endlessly farting.
Yeah.
I like how you burp to the side so as not to send the wafts at us.
I don't know why I did that.
I totally would just go.
I think it was more so I didn't burp.
Dude.
I think it was more so I didn't burp into my spoonful of food.
Well, yeah.
I would love to see that. Like, burp, and like all the stuff on the spoon just goes.
Yeah.
In
That was
3D.
But yeah, one of these days.
Shagon asks 2 questions. First, when will you do your playthrough of Dead Space 3 Awakened? I don't know. Sometime between now and the end of time. I don't pre-plan my video game playthroughs. I just do them whenever I feel like it. Not so much yelling at you, just the fact that I've been asked that a lot.
Vermin art.
And that's one point doing the Dead Space 3, the Land Before Time, or whatever it was he said it was.
What? Dead Space 3, The Land Before Time?
All the dinosaurs are necromorphs!
Just picture Isaac Clarke walking around going, with a plasma cutter going, "Fuck you, little foot!" You have a little foot, meet my mighty foot.
Vermin Art says, it's like the chocolate rain guy. I move my mouth away to not burp at you.
Now that needs to be dubbed. Chocolate rain.
Every time he moves away.
It's just quick belch. Throw a fart in there, see if anyone knows.
That would be awesome. Burping rain.
Chocolate burp.
Chocolate burp.
Chocolate burp.
I used to, back when he was really, really popular, I used to make the joke. I used to go, "Chocolate rain, shit is running down my leg, chocolate rain."
I think I've heard you sing that one before, actually.
I like that, Manic. Manic says, as Gandalf would say, a gamer is never late. And then expect the playthrough when you see it.
There you go.
And then Manic asks, so, when are you playing Dead Space? And you just see Sean.
Shagon asks, regarding my question about streaming stuff on Twitch, can you stream a computer game on Twitch without all the cords and stuff you mentioned last week? Can you simply use XSplit? Yes, you can. You basically just have to, you need the full version of XSplit, because what it will allow you to do is actually hook into the display or window or whatever of the PC game, and then it'll just pull it through from there. There's online tutorials on how to do that. That's why you need to come live with me, Jamie, because then we can just sit and appreciate the classics together in mutual harmony.
Yes. Something you can take pride in, Sean, is at least among my generation he raised me well.
I try.
I can just picture people when people come over to Sean's house. They just walk in, grab a chair, and just sit and stare at his shelves.
Is the full version payment design? How do you mean?
Yeah.
It's basically just a one-time payment. It's that you buy the program, basically. I don't think it's like a subscription. No hanky-panky. Oh. Well, that's no fun.
Apparently... Oh. I apparently missed a call from Zort last night, but I guess that was a
really?
group call or something.
Hmm.
Like, thank you, Skype, for letting me know now, 21 hours later.
Well, yeah, you have to pay. Well, you have to pay to buy it. You buy it and then you can use it.
You buy it with money.
You can use the free version, but the free version doesn't let you use the game options, which is what you want it for, obviously. That's okay. Says he's bad at phrasing questions sometimes. Oh, Giant Guy asks, so you're going to check out In the Flesh, which is a new zombie series about, British series, I believe. Well, the idea that zombies maintain some of their cognizance after they turn. And it's more from the zombies' perspective. He sent me a private message on YouTube about it, telling me about it the other day, and I said it kind of reminds me of a graphic novel I read a while ago. It was one that actually fucking A sent me, called Dead Eyes Open. It was a very similar idea. It was basically that people were dying and coming back as zombies. However, all their mental functions were the same. They still had the same thoughts and memories and feelings and everything. They were still the same people. They were just dead. So it became this whole thing about how is society going to cope with all these dead people walking around.
So death became just like a nuisance?
Essentially. But it became like...
It's like, oh, fuck, I'm dead.
Or, you know, like there was one of the main characters was sort of a government worker, and he was brought into the project for trying to integrate the zombies into society in some kind of meaningful way. And but he was a family man, and his like he had died from something. I forget what he had died from, but he died from something. But his wife and little girl were still alive, so he was trying to just carry on life with them as normal. But his little girl wouldn't accept him as being her real daddy. It's like you're not my real daddy and stuff like that, because she just didn't understand. And it was really quite a good story, very emotional and, you know, thought-provoking. They really explored all aspects of that whole idea. Just a miniseries.
Oh, never mind. I was going to say, Sean, I was going to say I appreciate the love, but I think your Google Hangout was locked on me.
Huh?
Because it seemed to be like I was on screen forever.
No, it's not. You were probably
I noticed it's gone back to Eric now.
You were probably just making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
You were typing.
When you typed,
Oh, right.
yeah. You locked yourself
'Cause
on
you know, when
screen,
you
when
narcissist.
It's like,
Everyone
Living
just
in the
look
spotlight.
at me. Typity, typity, type, making lots of noise so it stays on me. Da, 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 da. Did he just hit the exit button by accident?
I think so.
Whoops.
Did you just hit the escape or something?
I went to make the typing noise. I went da 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 da, and then hit enter.
Oh.
And so I went to a website.
All I heard was... Alright, I'll be right back. I need potato chips. Potato chips.
Wish I had potato chips.
Tater chips.
Well, the store's open another 3 hours, so I might go get some.
So yeah, the Ouyas have started their shipping process.
Nice. Yeah, you mentioned yours had shipped.
Yeah, mine is not shipped yet. I don't know. I will get an email when mine, because obviously they're a small company and they got to ship out 60,000. So it may be up to a week before mine even ships. So which is fine. I mean, they're like, "Oh, I'm not getting mine in March." I'm like, "You're getting, if anything, you're getting it in April, which is still 2 months before they actually come out. So quit bitching."
Hello.
Hi, Stout.
I was about to send you the Facebook told me picture to you, Stout, because you hadn't responded. I can see the check mark. The silent Stout.
His generic
Those aren't the most
IKEA
generic looking
batteries.
strips I've ever seen.
And from now on, I'm going to calling those.
Stout.
Yes.
You look
Yes.
tired.
From now on, I am calling your huge bag of chips IKEA battery.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to assemble them yourself.
Were you
You
doing?
just open it up and it's potatoes.
Were you doing the spit test with your girlfriend there? Is that why you're sick?
Potatoes
It's
and a
just
thing of
potatoes
lard.
and a peeler. Sean Eric was saying it looked like an IKEA bag of potatoes chips that you had.
An IKEA bag.
So it's kind of like, yeah, you have to assemble it yourself. You just have a bag of potatoes and a peeler
That's right.
and like a rippler thing.
No, little deep fryer.
I was going to say, yeah, a bag of potatoes and a little thing of lard.
Go to town.
Yeah, just mix as desired.
And somehow they worked the Allen key into it. I don't know.
Well, you use the Allen key to carve the ripple pattern into the chips. I don't know.
There you go. That works.
I love that. It's like it's just mandatory. Everything you'll get like a leather couch and there's an Allen key there. Like what the hell?
How many Allen keys do I need?
I know. I have a toolbox pretty much full of them. Just the leftover Allen key for every single IKEA thing I've bought and put together.
You can easily have a tool set just from the Allen keys that you've gotten.
Exactly.
from IKEA.
Like I
All
my
the same size.
It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
why go to like Harbor Freight and go pick up a set of different size Allen keys? You can just go buy a bunch of cheap shit at IKEA.
I'm sure that would be much cheaper to do it that way.
Yes, I'll go and get my $40 Allen keys one at a time.
We're spending thousands of dollars on furniture.
No, I just need a bunch of Allen keys.
Or you can take the Allen key out and then return it and say, "Oh, it was missing the Allen key."
Like, I'm sorry, we don't have any to spare. You're IKEA. How can you not have Allen keys to spare?
I swear.
Open the door to a room.
It's like the Allen key closet. Nothing but Allen
Just like quickly opening it. Okay, here's your one
stacked to
key.
the ceiling.
And if you've ever been into an IKEA, you know how high their ceilings are.
Yes,
I was gonna
that's
say, yeah,
true.
it's a warehouse. It's like hundreds of feet.
My sister is one of the general managers at IKEA, actually.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys have one up there.
Mhm.
Sorry about that.
I'm proud of my little thing.
That's all I need to hear.
And what does your girlfriend have to say about your little thing?
The little thing that I put on here. Little dingleberry.
The little thing. Oh, what your...
The little thing you put on your dingleberry. Oh, good lord.
Hold on. We gotta read Stout's little thing here. Aw, really?
Yes.
You are so awesome. Aren't you glad that I decided not to push it to Saturday? Because of
Oh my god, yeah, not gonna be here.
Because
Sorry.
of all of the guaranteed masturbation, I decided to give up in favor of coming here.
Cape Up guaranteed. Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
totally gonna
Yeah,
get some with my hand later.
Things that I beat my girlfriend every time I clap.
I do love these no-name chips. They're so good and greasy and salty.
Okay. My phone is all greasy from my face because my face is greasy.
I actually, I'm still way behind on Arrow Shagun. Shagun was just saying about asking if anybody had seen the latest episode. I think I'm the only one out of our group who's watching it.
I keep meaning to. It's actually one of the shows that we can get over the air through an antenna.
Mm.
And I never know when it's on.
Yeah, it's, where am I? I'm on, like, episode 13, I think. So I'm getting there. I've got a few more to go. But,
where am I? I'm on Earth.
Stout, I see your little thing, and I raise you to my little thing.
There you go.
I need to send you back the picture of you in a bunny costume, you in a bunny hat.
I have that picture thing.
Fuck it, who am I kidding? Let's just be honest.
Wow.
Gave up. Fuck it, who am I kidding?
Yeah.
What else did I have to do tonight?
Yeah. It's like that one time when I was trying to convince you that I had to go to bed for something, but I was like still playing GTA 3, and you're like, Cass, watch the damn movie.
So we all know how this is gonna go. Just save yourself the trouble and watch the movie. You were trying to pass it off like you were doing like math homework or something.
Probably, yeah.
Or accounting homework. You're like, fuck! Like,
oh, I remember that too, yeah.
It didn't
like...
balance.
Like, damn it!
Like, wow.
Yeah, little did I forget I become Tourette's guy when I play any kind of a video game.
Yes, I can definitely relate to that.
Or gamble.
Or yeah. I made the joke about Cass a few days ago, actually. It was when you were gambling with the live video feeds of the hostesses.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, Cass, you actually need to place a bet. You can't just awkwardly sit in the room and stare at the host. You get instant messages like 20 minutes later going, sir, are you going to ever place a bet? If not, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Ever.
Wash your hands before you leave.
And don't touch anything.
It's like I alt-tab away or look away for a second, then I come back and the screen's just a bouncer.
Merchandising idea from that guy there. He says, added to wish
like
list.
in the camera.
He says, added to wish list, Friday Night InSaNiTy t-shirts. There you go.
There we go.
I gotta do more with the Wonderful World of t-shirts. I really haven't done much, have I? I had all these grand plans a few months ago and never followed through on them. Oops.
Oops.
Boobs?
Yes,
Yes,
boobs.
boobs.
T-shirts of boobs.
So I've been using this to try and get better, quicker. It's zinc pills or something, and
I've actually started taking zinc supplements as well. Funny enough, coincidentally.
Makes me feel better for the moment that I'm using it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe an hour afterward. But then by the time it's time to take more, I feel just as crappy as I did in the first place.
No. Well, zinc supplements actually are a great antioxidant, and they also promote sperm production.
Excellent. I hate all the rules. It's just like, do not eat or drink for 15 minutes after use. Do not eat or drink citrus fruits or juices for 30 minutes before or after use. Otherwise, drink plenty of fluids.
Just not any of the stuff with flavor.
No, for 15 minutes after, you can't drink anything.
Oh.
Interesting. One of the cute girls we worked with at West Sean is apparently having a party tonight.
Which one?
Shauna, do you remember her?
Shauna.
Oh, apparently I'm friends with her, but apparently you aren't.
Oh. No, I guess I don't remember.
She wasn't in my training class. She was someone I think I met through you.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, maybe I just neglected to add her for some reason.
It could be.
I met a lot of people at West.
Yeah, she's friends with Dean, so...
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember... I'm trying to place her, like...
Found a big one.
Nice. I'm trying to place her, like, where I knew her from. I don't think she was on my team.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait, you were on my team, so... Proud about that. For a while, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I know she wasn't in my training class, I know that. She was someone I met, I think, later.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Actually, interestingly enough, Saul, who is the guy who actually sat beside me in my training class, he's going to Camosa now.
Really?
A couple months ago, I was getting lunch at the cafeteria. I was lining up on one side of the cashier. He went to the other, and we looked over and saw each other.
Oh,
We're like, oh, hey! It's pretty funny, because we actually kept touch for a little bit after West. Like,
you've been the last 10 years.
Yeah, no kidding. It almost has been.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like it, but it is.
Yeah, it was early 05 that I was there, so it was 8 years ago for me.
Wow. Well, I guess it would have been about the same for me then, because I left shortly before you did.
That's right, yeah.
After the
Shortly
joke.
before or shortly... Yeah, no, shortly before, you're right.
Yeah, you stuck around for a bit. But I left after the joke of singular training. I was just like, okay, I didn't understand any of that training, and now you're expecting me to serve the public? Yeah, I'm out of here.
I actually just stayed in because it was just so comical how poor it was. Like, I mean, we had the two systems. I didn't even have a login for one of them, and I was getting fed all the calls for, I think it was Telligence I didn't have a login for.
For that one you didn't have a login for?
So every single person that came in, oh, actually, I don't have access to this program, so I have to wait. And this is after people had just waited an hour to get through to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I promise you it won't be that long. I'm lying. But, you know, I'd be like, oh, you're already in the system, so it should be, you know, and who the hell knows? I'm probably still on hold now.
8 years later. Just a skeleton sitting there waiting.
But, yeah, no, I remember Eric actually was on he was on hold trying to figure something out. And of course, the customer's in there, he's just on hold, and he just goes right directly to the phone. If quality is listening, we need better training. I loved him for that.
Eric was our hero on many occasions.
Just model employee.
Like how everybody was blaming the merger with her AT&T and Singular for everything. You remember? You know what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
So we're all sitting there doing our calls and stuff, and someone's waiting for calls to come in, and suddenly Eric's on the phone with somebody. And suddenly, he just blurts out, "Oh, the merger! Of course! That must be why everything's screwed up." And we're just like, is he actually saying that to a customer? We turned out he'd actually muted himself for that brief performance just for us. Just to let us know, yep, another one saying the same stupid bullshit.
That's like that story on Facebook. Damn it, Mr. Noodle! Out of nowhere.
I remember one actually, another friend of mine, who I was actually call shadowing with when I was in training. He actually had a Michael Hunt phone in.
Oh God!
Oh God, Mike.
It was like, you know, he's like, okay, can I just verify your wireless number? And then I'm like, that comes up. As soon as the name comes up, he's pretty much on the live call. And then he was very thankful for the mute button. He said, oh, okay, can I just please confirm the name on the account? Mute. And then he unmuted and went back to the call. Just muted and had like this sustained giggle.
Just had to get it out of his system, eh?
Yeah. It was like a total Bender giggle. Yeah. Like when Bender's stealing something. Or...
It's warm in here.
Oh.
I still love that episode when I finally saw it that you told me about here, where like every second Bender's in stealing something.
Wait, what?
Or that episode where they went to that planet.
Oh, good night, Shagon. Oh, he's gone.
That really narrows it down. The hell was it? It was that episode of Futurama where they went to some, and it was like all these like Greek gods or whatever. And Bender, like every single scene where you see him, he's stealing something.
Oh, no. Is that the one where Leela thinks she finds her home planet?
Yeah, sorry, that's the one, yeah.
She finds, yeah, in like every episode or every scene you see him, he's like pulling a diamond off a mural. There's all
Yeah.
I like the one where
right,
he swallows the sword.
There was a hilarious little nod to Married with Children in that too.
Oh, little. It's like a whole 10 minutes of the episode.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, I
whole
remember
scene.
that.
But there's
She
they
starts
actually
dressing like him and starts calling him Hal.
just calling him Al. I was like, ow.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god, that's hilarious.
But
Like, you knew that they had to do that at some point.
Yeah.
I just think it was hilarious, that scene where
It was great.
he walks into the castle for the first time, Bender does, and he sees the suit of armor with the two swords crossed, and he takes one of the swords and puts it down his throat. You see one stiff leg, and he walks, and he goes, ow, ow, ow.
The one I still quote all the time was after he gets in that fight in Hermes' office and messes it up. It's like, it was ghosts! Big ones! And a tornado!
And a tornado.
It's like he just throws it into such an afterthought.
It's like the tornado
And a
isn't what
tornado.
caused the majority of the destruction. It was the ghosts. Ghosts, big ones, and a tornado.
I like literally just about spit my drink out when I was watching that one.
Canada, eh?
The one that always makes me just laugh out loud is the one where, ironically, they're all with Bender. The
nice.
one where he's sleep bending.
Mm.
And it's a security camera footage.
Manic says before you
Oh,
know
yeah.
it, you're talking like Bob and Doug McKenzie. Hey, take off, you hoser. That's totally not true, eh?
Hey, I don't even live like
Jeez,
over
man.
the border at all. I live in
Hey.
Oregon, and I'm already
Hey.
starting to
Hey.
sound like these guys.
Poser. Hey, I could be nude right now. I'm sitting here nude, eh?
West Canada, a boat.
A boat.
A boat. Actually,
I agree. West Canada is kind of like a boat.
if you want to hear like really thick Canadian accents, listen to like the far east coast, like Newfoundland and stuff. They
Basically, just watch Trailer Park Boys.
or watch Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, there you go. Or This Hour is 22 Minutes is another one. Rick Mercer. He's got a pretty strong.
Or just head over to
new
YouTube
feed.
and watch the Great Pliance Jump. The Great Canadian
the Great Canadian Appliance Jump.
You beg your
Oh,
pardon?
yeah.
You broke the turbifer, eh?
The Turbifer.
It's like Ermagur Turbifer. How did we miss that?
I know. Ermagur,
Oh, my
Turbifer.
Maybe not right now. Was it?
Hey, Frank.
Oh, yeah, Rick.
I did see. I just haven't had a chance to say hi. Says he has no
What?
hopes for
Hey, Frank.
Ghostbusters 3. Yeah. I don't know. It's been going for quite a while.
Yeah, Rick Mercer's
Bill-
actually from Newfoundland, so.
Bill Murray keeps being all wishy-washy about it. Because it's funny, because he came back to do the video game. And he showed up at some awards show in full Ghostbuster garb. Which is like, oh my god, that either means he's going to do it, or he's thumbing his nose at all the fans. And, well, I don't know. And Funk Monk says an animated Ghostbusters would work better than live action. Well, it depends. Like, I mean, what they were talking about doing with the third one was having it set in present day, so it would be the Ghostbusters like 30 years later. But with the game was set shortly after the second movie, I guess. So it was meant to take place like 20 years ago. So of course they did that in animation and CG. And
What they should do for the movie is what Michael Bay, in his infinite wisdom, is doing with the TMNT franchise. They should turn the Ghostbusters into aliens who are entirely CGI with mocap.
there you go.
or make it completely accurate up until the point to where the
Yeah.
the Ghostbusting
No,
band turns into a robot.
No, I know that Giant Guy says passing the torch, apparently. I was going to say, basically what they're doing with Ghostbusters 3 is what they did a few years back with Extreme Ghostbusters, where it would be a whole new team of Ghostbusters being trained by the original guys, and, as you say, passing the torch. Which I think is the most logical way to do it. I mean, if they want to do it, if they want to reinvigorate the franchise and open it up for more movies, then that's the most logical way to do it. But,
Apparently, Jamie wants to shoot Michael Bay in the face.
excellent.
Welcome
In the
to
Boom,
headshot.
in the face.
I don't know why I sang that, but
I think that's going to be the theme for tonight. Everything's just going to be chocolate rain.
bullet
Oh, yeah, it
flying
was chocolate.
through your brain in your face.
I turned for a second to cover the wound. In the face.
Dropping like a heavy dead weight.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
You're welcome, Jamie. I had gotten that song out of my head. Damn it.
Da da da.
Oh god, I haven't heard that
Remember-
song. It's fucking...
Da da da.
Stout, do you remember my mystery shop with that song from like a month ago?
The
Yeah.
da 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 song.
I had literally, well, it was like this epic story. It was basically I had 2 bass shops to do just here in Victoria, and I just had put it off like all day. So finally, it was like 8 o'clock or something like that. They both closed at 9. I'm like, there's no way I can do 2 of these within an hour, but I'm gonna try anyways. So I managed to do the second one, and I completed my last department right as they were doing the store closing announcement. And so as I was walking out of the store, Da 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 was playing, and I felt pretty epic.
Da da da. Well, Joker Tech, I would be playing it if I could afford it. Because I am a big fan of the Far Cry series.
What? Oh, Far Cry 3?
Yes, I pretty much have every single popular thing right now that's been made under the Crytek engine, except for Crysis 3 and Far Cry 3.
Did you see the Far Cry 3 short movie, the live-action movie? With Christopher
I
Mintz-
heard about it,
with Christopher
but I
Mintz-
have not seen it.
with Christopher Mintz-Platz and the guy who plays the crazy Mohawk guy from the game as that character.
Oh, Psycho?
Yeah, the psycho guy. I can't remember his character.
His name is Psycho.
No.
They-
He has an actual name. Oh, Vass. That's what it was. His name was Vass.
Vass.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
But he is
They-
a psycho, yes.
in the original games, or in Crysis 1 and 2, you only know them by their code names. So it's Prophet, Psycho, and stuff like that. Let's see, what's the... yeah, Crysis 2, the main character's name is Alcatraz.
What?
I was trying to remember all the character names. There's, in the first one, the main ones are Prophet, Psycho, and I cannot remember the main character's name, the guy you play as.
Oh. That's the first Far Cry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the first Crysis.
Oh, the first Crysis. Okay.
Yeah, they're talking about the Crysis series.
Oh, I thought you were talking about I thought you were talking about Far Cry. I think that's where we
No.
got confused.
No, that's where a lot of people get confused, is they think that those two are canon. No, they're separate storylines.
Yeah.
They just happen to be made on the same game engines.
Same engine.
Um,
Sorry, just 1 second. Funk Monk says, watched The Cure for the first time a few days ago. Awesome movie. Yes, it is, isn't it? That was one of the anime movies that changed anime forever. It was one of the big groundbreakers.
Yeah, look it up now. It's gonna bug me.
Thoughts on Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid 5. Phantom Pain. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no thoughts because I have not seen literally anything about it.
Yeah.
It's one of those. If it's a really obscure game right now, I prefer not to get questions about it. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
This discovery, you know what movie has a surprisingly really good soundtrack?
What?
Dumb and Dumber.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I've noticed, actually, there's a lot of great, like, iconic sort of 90s sounding songs on it.
Nice.
There's a lot of great songs in general, though. Like,
That's it.
It's funny for such like
I love the flower girl.
for such like a kind of bonkers sort of typical comedy. Like, yeah, it was really well soundtracked.
I quote that movie all the freaking time. When I'm sick, my favorite thing to say is, "Pills are good. Pills are good."
I was just gonna say, there's a couple of you there talking about from Crash Test Dummies. I love the Weird Al version of that, which is his take on a lot of the tabloid stories at the time. Nice little time capsule of,
Hilarity.
trash TV of the 90s. Views on BioShock Infinite, asks Giant Guy. I have not played it, so I can't say. I've only seen footage of it.
Neither have I. We are poor folk,
Yes.
so you know.
If you want us to review games, send them to us, and we will happily
Yes,
review them.
please.
Because we can't afford to buy them.
And we're the game, not so grumps.
Yeah. Why do I have a cube in my armpit? Okay.
And we begin. Yes.
Random pube time. Alright, I'll be right back. Apparently Jamie is excited that I had a random pube in my armpit. Excellent.
But I just happened to notice that stuff because I don't know if you remember, there was that song I played for you, I don't know, like a month ago or something like that, that I said was a really good 90s sounding song. It was from a British group. A group called Echo Belly, and they actually have a song on the Dumb and Dumber soundtrack. I didn't recognize it well enough to know what part of the movie it's from, but it did sound somewhat familiar.
I have my go-to "Oh my God, it's so 90s" song. Everybody say it with me now. It's "Eye to Eye" by Tevin Campbell.
You were playing that the other day. I remember that.
Yes.
I remember actually Sean had for me a very go-to 90s clip, which was MC Hammer making a surprise guest appearance on the Arsenio Hall show.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, you pretty much can't get like any much more 90s than that.
This is like, it's literally, they took 90s and mixed 90s in it with a drip of 90s and then baked it at 90 degrees.
And then the roof collapsed because no room could possibly hold that much 90s.
I know. And then they left it out for a while until it became 98 degrees. Oh!
It's time to have some grenades.
Okay.
Wrong camera.
No, it's the right camera for them. It's just the wrong camera for you guys.
Oh, yeah,
There you
well,
go.
screw us.
Which is French for pomegranate. Grenade.
Yes,
Pomegranate.
Chocotech, I very much agree. I Smell Sex and Candy is very much another 90s.
Basically,
That's like late 90s, though.
Yeah, it's my area of the 90s, though. Like, that's when I was in middle school now.
It's pomegranate in the form of pills. So nice and easy.
For me,
to
what
get your
defined-
antioxidants.
what defined the mid-90s was the Counting Crows.
Frank,
And like Hootie the Hootie and the Blowfish.
talking about Frank is asking if I played the Donald Duck game. You're talking about Going Quackers. I played it a little bit. I haven't actually sat down and played it a lot, but I did play it a little bit once with when Rosie was here. So that's one I'll probably save for when she's here, so we can play it together. Plus, she's starting to get into actually playing video games now, so I think that's one that's be a good one for us to enjoy together. Jamie says she prefers to just eat pomegranate. I actually like the drink. I like the palm drink. Yeah. The only problem with it is it's really expensive. These I often get on sale for $5, normally $10, but they were recently on sale for $5 for 90 capsules, so that's about a month and a half's worth right there. Whereas the palm drinks are about $5 for one little bottle of a drink, and that's 2 doses of pomegranate. So you definitely get, as far as the health benefits go, you get a lot more bang for your buck with the pills. But I do like the drink for sure. Frank asked, "What about the Star Wars games?" Oh, the little ones, the ones that hook up to the TV. Yeah, I actually did play them a bit when I first got them. They're kind of stashed away with the other controllers and stuff right now. I think I can actually just plug them right in. I have front ports on the TV there. I might fire those up at some point again. I think the problem was I just didn't have enough batteries to go around, so didn't get to play them a lot. But no, fun stuff. Definitely nice little collector's items too. I definitely like those.
Definitely
Very
hidden
cool.
gems in those plug and play things. There's some.
There are the Star Wars ones are actually all original games, as I recall too. Like they're ones that I hadn't seen anywhere before.
Yeah, like I said, I collect the. Everyone buys those collection discs for like the Xbox and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I prefer to get, like I said, the little plug and play ones that have like.
Yeah.
That's like the little system that actually is one of the controllers for the system that
And
it's
it's the
emulating.
same. Yeah. Like the
That's
Atari
perfect.
ones.
Yes, the Atari one's awesome.
I'd actually really like to get the paddle controller one that they put out.
I used to have it and it broke.
Uh,
I bought it at a yard sale and it lasted like 3 days before the paddle just stopped moving. Then I tried to take it apart to fix it and it all fell apart and broke.
oh, really?
And it sucks because it had 2 versions of Warlords on it.
Hey guys.
Brandon!
Welcome back, Skin Slip. Got the technical issues sorted out over there?
Yeah, how am I clear? Am I coming out clear? I had to turn off video because it was just
Yes.
Yeah, you sound
sucking
great.
balls.
Sound fine.
Much clearer now.
I'm still in a hot spot.
You probably
Yeah.
just don't have enough bandwidth to be able to, be downloading.
Yeah, you're coming in
everything.
shopping, to
Really?
be honest.
That's weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's getting choppier.
Oh,
No, it's me, it's not
getting-
you guys,
It's,
for
it's
sure.
getting choppier. It's good. Oh.
You shut your face. It's fine.
It's pretty choppy.
Then
I'm gonna try the video. Let's see.
talk.
Because I have new Sennheisers. Oh,
Maybe.
Awesome.
How do you liking the Sennheisers?
I don't know.
comfy as hell.
Yeah, they are actually.
Jamie thinks our Google chat is a little too much of a sausage fest.
Well, whatever.
Joker Tech, I do have a YouTube channel. I will type it, at least the name of it in here.
It sucks. Don't worry about it.
Ah.
Okay, so it's just broke.
I
Fantastic.
think you just search that. It should come up.
Sean, I love your kamikaze sneezes.
What?
Oh, me.
I didn't sneeze.
Oh, who did sneeze?
I think it was Stout.
was me.
Oh, Stout. Sounded
there's
like
not
Sean
much.
sneezed, so I was out
Not
of the
much
room
on
for a
my
second.
Stout and I
YouTube channel.
try to out-epic each other with our sneezes.
What's I saying? It sounded like a dive bomb of a sneeze. Like, ah! Picture the dive bomb.
No, mine are just explosive. Like,
Well, you get that from Dad.
yeah.
Oh. Yeah, there's not much on my YouTube channel as of yet, but there are a couple of hilarious Let's Plays that I did with Cass and Stoutman.
Oh, there
Actually.
you go. Awesome.
And I made my
And we lost Brandon again.
No.
Yes, in the, I believe it's the, you have to win the game
yes,
playthrough.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
where Cass rips a very nice wet fart right at the very end.
And then part 2 of that playthrough is just
And
them talking about the fart for like 5 minutes.
Yes. Part 2 is a 1-minute video of just us laughing our asses off at Cass's wet fart. So yeah, some new videos will be going up on the channel. I'm not sure when, but
Manic says the worst kind of sneeze is the one which aborts at the last possible moment.
I fucking hate
oh yeah, you go.
I had one do that like 3 or 4 times in a row, and I was just like, "Oh, come on!"
Stop being a sneeze tease.
Actually, the worst one I had was when Charlotte was flying back home. We were having breakfast in the airport, and it's like super quiet, and she's telling me a story, and I just start going, and I'm like, "No, I'm okay." And then, Andrew! So she just like covers her breakfast and like, hi.
Just sneaks up on you.
I was like, well, that was unexpected.
Joker Tech. Welcome, Joker Tech. Says, I've been hooked on getting back my old Genesis collection. Something told me something relevant would appear on your channel at some point. Probably. I got some of my old Genesis collection back.
I'm gonna be doing something.
The Genesis, collections that I got for the PS2 and PS3, but there's still quite a few old games that I'd love to have again.
Can you guys hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Yep.
And Dowlin is in the house.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey,
What's up, Alan?
Jesus.
How's the drive? I saw some of your updates there on Facebook, Skinslip.
Almost hit 2 deer, a carcass of a deer, a guy on the side of the road, the back end of a truck.
I was going to say a guy dressed up as a deer.
We stopped at We stopped at a very sketchy gas station, filled up and left.
Were there zombies there?
No.
Weird.
Huh?
It's like, that would have made things
there's a
better.
pair of deer that were there.
Oh, that don't count as one.
No, it was 2 deer that trying to cross
Your
the
money and then
Someone
you
asked me something.
Good sound.
Got robbed by a deer.
That'd be impressive.
Ran over a case of beer.
And technically it was Bambi's
Owned by a
side, so we
deer.
almost killed Bambi.
Yeah, we almost killed Bambi and Bambi's friend.
Bambi's friend.
And Bambi's friend, other Bambi.
Yes.
From our deer's pumping gas.
He says the sketchy gas station was occupied by deers.
Yeah, it's on my wheel. When it's on my wheel,
Oh, it's in the van.
you'll officially be fully trapped.
The guy
I'll
dressed up
say-
as a deer is now on Skinslip's roof rack.
You're gonna like run the whole box. Like, here's my wheel. How'd that make it in a box? We're gonna be like, then you have to figure that out. So yeah, I'm here. I'm missing one wheel to my chair. So there's a chunk of cardboard shoved underneath it right now.
Oh, how annoying. Now you can't
I'm
roll
sure
around
it's gonna get
freely.
sheared off, because if it did, then that's just then he's.
There's no post in there. What was that, Sean? Sorry.
Yeah, so now you can't roll around freely anymore.
No, but I got my full L-shaped desk up finally for the first time in like 3 years.
Fuck. I miss my L desk.
Yeah, this is a really cheapo one made of all metal with glass toppers.
Oh,
And I
really?
was so afraid the glass was gonna break on the way out.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned, so it made it intact, eh?
Yep, yeah, it's all good.
Good, good.
Tell me, guy, we're fucking Sherlock Holmes.
The other headphones are right in that box, I believe.
I don't think so.
Then they might be on the bed. I may have taken them out.
Picking my face.
No, over there.
Over here.
On that side.
Click on my face!
No, they're not in there. They're gonna be on the bed. So I took them out. I believe.
Why is there a fluff?
And in the back of the computer, there should be a audio jack.
It's my Devil May Cry
I would like to
collection.
know.
I should do,
I have told myself, Sean, that I will be shooting for the
Well, I just want to see
limited
how secure it
edition
is.
Zone of the Ender set.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
Ah, nice. So you are gonna get
It's
it.
on the
Eh?
other side.
Yeah,
Looking towards it.
Otherwise, just run through the van and get the other thing.
because I found out the
Box.
graphics card I want to get dropped to $180.
Really? Well, there you
So
go. Then.
that puts me in the wiggle room for some spending money.
That's awesome.
Make sure you touch the desk.
You really want that art book, don't you?
Static it.
I just want that fucking box.
Well, yeah, the box is pretty impressive. I actually have it next to my Lawrence of Arabia set because it's the only shelf that'll fit it.
Yeah, I have an upper shelf where I put all my really big boxes, and
Yeah,
it'll look really nice up there.
yeah. That's what I
Next
do.
to my Dark Knight trilogy and my I Am Legend set.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes Willy Wonka, Ben-Hur, Lawrence of Arabia, Zone of the Enders.
So what does mine do? I don't have a light in my room right now, so I'm gonna use a flashlight.
See.
I have Family Guy Blue Harvest, Three Stooges, was it the 40th anniversary edition, 5 movie set of Jackie Chan, I Am Legend, Dark Knight trilogy, and Indiana Jones. Yes.
Jamie is indeed a queen. Says, ahem, Raptor, not a fella here. I gather he came in and said, hello, fellas! And Raptor humbly says, how could I forget? Greetings, Queen Jamie. There you go. The Dark Kotaku 88 says, I need to get a hold of Katie. Okay. Then you should get a hold
Uh-huh.
of Katie.
Raptor, you're so funny. Yes, I totally want to get the Ender set for the totally godlike dubstep CD.
Absolutely.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the dubstep CD, wipe my ass with it, and then burn a copy of all the actual music from the freaking game
From the
and put
actual
it in the
game.
little slipcover.
Yeah, one of the features of the HD collection is it actually lets you play all the music in the menus,
Hmm.
so you can just listen
Yeah.
to whichever pieces you like. The only
Right
thing,
now, that's one of my favorite features in the Devil May Cry one.
and the Devil May Cry lets you do that as well. I think the only thing is it fades one to the next, so you can't just kind of stop.
You can borrow one of
and play the
my
next.
movie hard drive.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But worst comes to worst, I'm sure you can.
I love you guys.
I'm sure you can borrow the soundtrack from Steve. I'm pretty sure he has it.
Yes, I
What
would
soundtrack?
like the soundtrack.
Zone of the Enders?
Zone of the Enders.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, Zone of the Enders is with Steve.
It is with Steve.
Yes, Steve's with it.
Yeah, the Three Stooges set, Patrick, the one that I have is the tin box, the one that you push the button and it talks.
Katie says, F you, Jamie. She still thinks she's cuter than Hunter. Oh. I think we have a pair who know each other here. Too tired
you
to
think?
drink. Well, and I have no booze, so you're in good company of non-drinkingness. Plus, I'm also too tired to drink. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Yeah, for like the 6th day in a row, I've gotten maybe 4 hours of sleep.
Wow. But
And then
you've been on
yesterday
the
and the day
road,
before, I was on the road all day. So
yeah, that's the way it goes.
24 hours of driving, yeah.
Yeah. So you're
At
gonna
least. Probably
like,
more.
have just an epic sleep sometime this week.
Yeah.
Just like one night.
Right now, I have a mattress on the floor.
Ugh. At least it's something you can sleep on. Better
Yeah.
than the floor.
Yeah. I didn't have any sheets last night because I didn't realize there were clean sheets, so I slept on the mattress
Ah.
with dirty blankets because I had dirty blankets in the van. So it's like, damn it. Oh, man.
Oh.
It's been a busy, weird couple days.
Yeah.
That does look that cool.
I did not see the 2012 Three Stooges movie, Frank. And you mentioned there's a Three Stooges
Yeah, it
NES
was
game.
pretty good, though.
I don't think I ever played the Three Stooges NES game. I did play a demo of the Three Stooges game for the Amiga, though, which I don't.
I had the
think-
Three Stooges NES game as a kid.
I don't think it was the same game. I think it was a different one, but
I can totally vouch for how incredibly difficult that game is. It is. It was one of those games that defined NES hard.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, but doesn't it have bad? I heard it had pretty bad controls.
Well, there's very little control because it's more like a board game.
Nah.
It has like a board game with a bunch of little mini games.
Gotcha.
Mom was like a board game.
Never actually played it, so.
I've never actually played this Mom either.
You know what? You shut your fucking fat pie hole, Mister. I have a girlfriend who ditches us to go hang out with a girlfriend. But you're here tonight. I give you credit.
Read his byline there. There's,
I can't. It's fuzzy, and I don't have the bandwidth to download it.
It says, hold on, Stoudman gave up guaranteed sex to be here. There you go.
Oh, that's a bro. Fine,
There
you're
you
absolved.
Thank you.
Definitely deserves some serious respect and bro points for that.
You got bro points. I'll give you bro points.
You got bro points.
I need to have Fry sitting here. Not sure if to give you bro points or to call you gay.
So what is
Yeah.
this cat doing? It just doesn't like to use its back
walking.
legs ever?
It doesn't have bones in its back legs,
Really?
so it learned to walk on its hind legs.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That's
This is the
crazy.
most adorable little kitten ever.
That cat's
Let
awesome.
me put that out there.
Have you guys seen
Hind
Mannequin the
legged
Miracle
kitten.
Cat? He's pretty awesome too.
So that's just how he does it. Wow. And he does it with like no problem either.
I don't know, he just walks around, and then when he stops, he just plops on the floor.
Yeah.
It's the most awesome
Wow.
cat.
Crazy.
It was originally posted on, I think it was on either Reddit or on one of those imager sites, and the post was like, "My cat has broken."
Well,
Okay.
see, the difference is Jamie says, wait a minute, what if I give up sex to be here? It's not so much that, it's just that Stout often is indisposed lately because he has a woman in his life.
And sex. Because he has a sex.
And he has a sex, yes.
Yeah.
So he's not as available as he used to be, so we've been giving him a hard time about it. He's like, oh, you're always ditching us for your woman and blah, 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 blah.
I said,
So-
like, as long as he doesn't ditch us for our thing, which is Friday Night Insanity, he can do whatever he wants the rest of the week.
There you go.
As long as he doesn't abandon us, I
There you go.
won't give him shit. And he didn't abandon us, and that's fine. I
There
won't
you
give
go.
him shit.
He did not forsake us, my darling.
Yay.
Raptor says, E.T. is a classic among classics, still makes me cry. Absolutely yes.
That's because you're a pussy.
Wow.
Should be crying at E.T. Jesus.
Oh, that
Cries
escalated
too.
quickly.
Not at E.T.
He cries harder than any of us.
I'm a cry hard, but not about E.T.
What? How can you not cry at E.T., you heartless bastard?
E.T.'s not sad to me. I'm sorry. It's sad to me. I'm sorry. It's not sad enough to make me cry. I
Okay.
can't relate to it on a emotional level because it's
Really?
an alien. You know.
You having difficulty suspending your disbelief? You?
I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't make me cry. I'm just trying
That
to
does not compute.
I actually have no idea why it doesn't make me cry. I'm just
Wow.
saying.
That's
you know.
crazy.
You know, the best part of this is my aunt is at work all night. She doesn't get home until 9 a.m. So guess what?
Oh,
I
you're
don't have to worry
saying
about waking anybody
You
up.
can be loud and just laugh raucously.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Nice.
We'll be sure
I
to
thought-
amuse Skinslip a lot so he can enjoy his loudness.
Online, it said that you were going to start at 11, so that's why I was confused when you.
It's Eastern.
Yeah.
It's all Eastern time. They won't let me change
Oh,
it. Yeah.
oh shit! I was like, oh, I'm good till 1, and suddenly my phone rang, and the hangout was like, you got a hangout invite. I'm like, can I answer? Oh, hey, that's awesome.
Skinslip, Frank apparently agrees with you about E.T.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not sad. It's a fantastic movie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
watch it any time.
Yeah.
I just don't cry during it. That's all.
Hmm.
You know.
You know what movie always chokes me up?
There's a couple parts that make me cry.
I didn't say I didn't get choked up. I said I didn't cry. There's a difference.
Well, I'm not saying like I cry like bawling uncontrollably and
No, well, that's
gasping,
crying. I'm
heaving
sorry.
sobs.
I don't think a
The only
movie's
thing
ever
that's
made me
actually-
do that, but
But no, like the tears
The
start to
professional
flow.
detective.
The tears start to flow uncontrollably in a few spots.
The knot shows up in your throat. You know, you
I
kind
get
of
the knot,
scrunch your
but I don't
face.
think you're flowing. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm
The
not
pro-
crying.
The professional, we were talking about that. It's like one movie where it's okay for guys to cry.
Yeah.
Let's
I was
not
watching
see that.
the kind of
For me-
emotional state I'm in. I was watching Friends with Kids, and I'm like, oh, this is slightly formulaic, blah blah blah. And then I'm like, I know this is coming. This emotional part's coming. And then it started happening. I'm like, oh, why am I crying? Fuck you, emotions. It has nothing to do with the movie, and everything to do with where I am at in my current life.
Damn
How
you,
it triggered it.
feels. Well, I mean, that's
Yes.
of course that's going to be a factor. That's
Yeah.
That
Fuck you,
happens to
I
me
just
too.
cry.
Certain things that I enjoy normally just affect me more when I'm down for whatever reason. So, Kaz, you're saying you've never seen The Professional?
No, I haven't. I do want to see it because I really like what's his name?
Jean Reno.
Jean Reno. Thank you.
Yeah. Natalie Portman's one of Natalie Portman's
You want to have his
earliest
babies,
roles,
don't
too.
you?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I was just gonna add to the
You're not a real
movie
man unless you can
crying.
admit that you want John Renault's babies.
Gonna add to the movie crying discussion that I remember distinctly. Alex and I both crying at "The World Is Not Enough."
Because it was so
The world's
horrible.
not enough.
No, we both bawled uncontrollably when that helicopter with all the saws hanging from it sawed the BMW Z8 in half. No,
My-
we
my
literally cried.
legitimate-
I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
My legitimate cry in a movie is actually somewhat recent. The end of Toy Story 3.
Oh, see,
good
That is
God.
Oh,
totally
that-
acceptable.
That was the one
I
that
have seen
traumatized
that.
Rosie in London Drugs that day. We're watching it was up on one of the screens because when it had just come out on Blu-ray, so of course they were showing it on all the big screens. So she was watching. She'd never seen any of the Toy Story movies before. She was like 3, and so she's watching, and it's the scene right at the end where they're all like trying to get out of the incinerator, and they're all just like trying to climb out, and they keep slipping down farther and farther, and then finally gets to the point where they all just give up and resign themselves to their fate. And it's really powerful and emotional, and like there's the looks they're giving each other, like this is it, we're dead, and that's like I'll never forget you. Blah, blah, blah. It's really emotional. And so Rosie's just watching, like just staring silently. And then it keeps cutting back and forth between them trying to climb out and the incinerator flames getting closer. And then finally she just blurts out, "Oh no, here comes the fire!" And then she screams and starts bawling her eyes out. And she's like, "Ah!" And I'm like, and this one, Annette and I were still together, and we're just like, maybe we should take her away. Because Annette and I were getting choked up, too. We hadn't seen it before, and we were just taken in by the emotion of it. And, being strong for the little one. And they're just like, well, okay, let's go, Rosie. So we go to try to, drag her away from the trauma. And she's like, no! So despite the fact that it was upsetting her so much and just causing her to feel all these overwhelming emotions, she had to keep watching to see what happened and make sure that all these toys were going to be okay. And then of course the aliens swoop in and save them all, but and then everything's fine. And she was good after that. Then we were able to leave.
Quick. I have a quick unrelated question. How do I get my PS3 to show on my TV? It's not for a reason. It's not working. Do I hold the power button down while turning it on? Is that correct?
What do you?
Yeah, you want to do a factory, or as it says, somewhat reset. You hold down the power button when you turn it on, and that resets the video signal to redetect the HDMI.
Oh, okay.
For what? Thing?
Yeah. Turn on the TV first.
I need to see the rest of Toy Story 3. I've actually only seen the end of it, so I've
the very end, so I can talk about it.
Like I have no idea what the context was and why they were in the incinerator or anything. I know that the purple bear went bad and was trying to kill them. That's basically it.
Yeah.
So basically, the movie is Toy Story 3: The Incinerator.
The incinerator.
Right. I did like how the aliens swooped in and saved them with the claw, though. I thought that was awesome.
See, for me though, that's actually not the emotional scene I'm talking about.
Oh, really?
It's the scene after that.
Ah, okay.
And it's just, oh my god, because not only that scene's very emotional. It's just like, oh god, all the stuff they've been through.
Yeah.
It's going to end there. Obviously, it doesn't. But it's the scene after that. It literally brings in. It just hits you like a Mack truck.
Yeah.
It's a huge wave of emotion
Yeah.
comes in through because, you know, especially if you are my age or people around my age who were actually pretty young when the first movie came out
Yeah.
and grew up with these movies,
Yeah.
knowing that this is the end. And it's just like, oh my god, you know, and that's all I'm really going to say.
Okay.
You've never actually seen the end all the way through.
Yeah, I don't recall what happened after that. It was literally like 2 years ago that I.
Andy's coming!
Everybody do the flop.
Oh, that needs to be remixed.
And I remember seeing the purple bear guy turned into a hood ornament, and that was like his ultimate fate.
Y'all better close your mouth. No.
Did you see that post? Sorry, go ahead, Cass.
I was just gonna say the other one, and I remember you and me both getting choked up at was the previous incarnation of Spider-Man, the first one.
The death of Uncle Ben. Yes.
Yes.
I remember that. The Sam Raimi one. That scene was so well done in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was just, the structure of it was so beautifully set up, where it's like the last moment they have together is a fight, basically an argument, where he's trying to be like, you know, I'm sorry that your father's not here, I'm trying to be, you know, as good a dad to you as I can. And he's like, well, you're not my dad, blah, blah, blah. It's just this blazing row of like horrible things being said that clearly were not meant. And that was the last thing he got to say to Uncle Ben before he died, and it was just devastating. So
Frank has one that I completely forgot that made me cry when I was really little. That was the Brave Little Toaster.
The Brave Little Toaster.
That fucking toaster.
Rosie cried at that one. I actually haven't seen it yet. She got it, I think, as a gift. She's got all three of them now.
You would have never thought you would have cried over a fucking toaster.
Well, she got it as a gift, and she watched it, and she's okay with stuff like that now. Like, she's okay when there's sad parts in movies. She understands that most movies have like a, you know, happy parts, sad parts, stuff like that. She gets that, and she's come to expect it. So I was she was letting me sleep in, and she decided she was going to watch The Brave Little Toaster for the first time, because she'd seen the sequels but had never seen the original. So she watches it, and, you know, I hear bits of it in there and stuff. And then she comes in after the movie's over, you know, to wake me up. And she says, I watched the Toaster movie. And it's like, oh, okay, you watched the original one? Yeah, it was the original one. It's like, so how was it? Was it good? Says, yeah, it was good, except one part. Like, oh. And then I thought for a second, I said, was there a sad part? And she said, yeah. But she survived. She made it through the sad part.
Man, it's heartbreaking when a toaster is denied the joy of toasting.
That reminds me of the many conversations with Talkie Toaster in Red Dwarf.
There's also a lot of scary moments in that movie.
Scary and flat out both racist and sexist moments too. We
That's
noticed that.
Like, so many people don't notice like the racist undertones of that movie, but it's like if you listen to the freaking music in The Brave Little Toaster, you will whole new world will be open to you. Master is a man with a plan I can understand. Master is a man of great reflection.
Got another one.
Sorry, just quickly, Titsu was asking, did Rosie cry when Optimus Prime died? I have not shown her Transformers the movie yet. I think that might be a little bit too intense for her right now. But eventually, and I'm sure she will. But for now, we're watching. She does like the old Generation 1 cartoons, so I basically show her season 1 and 2 of that. She especially likes the ones with the female Autobots. But she hasn't watched any further than that. Vermin Art says, Watership Down gave me nightmares. Watership Down is downright terrifying. I can imagine any little kid seeing that would have nightmares from it. And you said you had another one, Cass?
Yeah.
Just saying another emotional one I always remember, of course, is the very first Garfield special.
Yes! Rosie
course,
balls
that-
her eyes out every time at that one.
Yeah, well, it's that song more than anything.
That's what she said.
Um,
She said the sad song. She's like, I don't
And
like the
I-
part with the sad music.
Mm,
I have to put this out there that
I know, it's like... ugh.
you do not have a heart if you did not cry when the beginning of The Land Before Time when Littlefoot's mother dies.
Mm.
I couldn't tell you because I've never seen it.
You do
What?
not have a heart if you didn't cry when Optimus Prime died.
Yes. There you go.
Oh, so we got to make it relevant for Sean, apparently.
There you go. Or if you'd said when
I'm glad you
Bambi's...
saw what I was doing there.
if you'd said when Bambi's mom died, you know, I would. Oh yeah, there you go.
That's
Yeah.
a given. I think everybody, freaking Osama bin Laden cried when Bambi's mother died.
There you go. Exactly.
Death to America.
What?
Just Bin Laden.
Death to America.
But,
I was gonna say, I raise you, Littlefoot's mother, or I see your Littlefoot's mother, and I raise you, Mufasa.
Mufasa, it's one of those. Sean pointed it out. It's one of those newer Disney movies where they kind of toned down the
Bambi with lions.
lions.
Okay.
They toned down the
It
sad.
was Kimba the White Lion. It's a ripoff. Not even Bambi with lions.
There you go.
Just absolutely
It's still
stolen.
sad.
Actually, The Simpsons
Yeah.
played
But
on
it
that.
is, yeah.
The
My
Simpsons
niece
kind of played
laughs
on
at
that
it,
when they
but
had
still.
Mufasa. It's like, you know,
We should be-
let's follow my
Central
legacy,
Time.
Kimba. I mean, Simba.
AC says I learned about death from Optimus Prime. I'm sure a lot of
That you
kids
can
did.
come back from it
Yeah, that's right.
as long as your writer wills it.
Yeah. For me, I think I was. What was my first experience with death in movies? Well, I mean, probably
1958.
Star Wars,
Oh,
honestly.
wait.
Obi-Wan
Wait.
Kenobi,
Yeah,
stuff like that. Was probably my earliest experience with it. Some other movies like The Black Hole is another one where Anthony Perkins gets Cuisinarted by Maximilian.
I've got one.
Actually, a lot of people
Oh, no.
get killed in
I
that
only
movie.
have one. I only have one word to say: Dumbo.
Dumbo.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Fuck Dumbo. Hate Dumbo. Hate that movie so much.
Why? Because it
It is literally a ball of emotions. The
Because
movie.
they show
I just don't like it.
Because they show clips from it in every single Disney special
Baby
ever.
of mine.
No,
Oh, yeah,
just
they always
never
show
liked
that
Dumbo.
scene where the mother's trunk is hanging through the cage,
Yes.
rocking Dumbo to sleep.
You're singing Baby of Mine, yeah.
Giant,
I never liked Dumbo, Sleeping Beauty, Snow
There's
White,
one-
or Pinocchio.
wow.
For as
Never
long
did.
as I
It
can
was,
remember, that movie
You
made me
heartless
cry.
bastard.
The other one
You
was,
fairy tale hater, you.
there was a little. I'm trying to think. My first experience with death and TV or whatever.
Well, in
It
TV.
actually happened. Well, you're gonna say. You're gonna say Death of Mr. Hooper, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, actually, I completely blanked on that one. But yeah, probably the death of Mr. Hooper.
Because I was gonna say
Sesame
that
Street.
was a little bit. Yeah, it was a little bit before
Mr.
I was
Hooper.
born, but it was still quite relevant at the time when I was watching Sesame Street.
Yeah.
So I do remember that one.
Who's Mr. Hooper? Hold on, I'm blanking.
Apparently,
He was,
Hey,
around the
Mr.
door.
Hooper, you never heard of this? No.
Mr.
I was gonna
Hooper
say-
might be before your time as well, Skinslip. It was he was basically like a shop owner on Sesame Street that was friends with Big Bird.
Oh,
It's like the
He's
old
in the
guy.
Christmas special.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was around for a while, and then he died. And rather than just writing him out or saying he went on a long trip or anything like that, they just had the character die as well. And then they had
Wow, I never saw that. No, that's before me.
and then Big Bird was trying to understand where Mr. Hooper had gone, so I think it was Bob was explaining it to him and just explaining death to Big Bird, basically. In
That's so awesome.
a very honest way.
It was very courageous of them to do that at that time.
Really was.
Yeah, something would never do today. They're too chicken.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
apparently,
Another experience of death for me on TV in terms of animated television was Star Blazers and then Robotech, two anime shows that have been brought over and translated and Cuisinarted for American television. But they can't.
Robotech was a big one, yeah.
Robotech had a lot of like main characters that were killed over the course of it, and it was basically, I mean, it was an outer space alien invasion, Earth versus the aliens kind of story, but it also showed the horrors of war in a very accessible way for kids, and it showed very honestly.
I now fully understand the Family Guy joke about Sesame Street.
Just use that one.
The joke goes, he goes, "Oh, damn it, I'm on my way." And he goes, "What?" And he goes, some guy got his head blown off down in the shop called Hoopers.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like, oh, man.
It's terrible.
Brings it on. I was about to call
as long as we're talking about death on television, I feel that we need to bring to attention the death of Optimus Prime in the Transformers movie.
We actually
We've
did
already thoroughly covered that.
about 15
Late
minutes
to the party.
ago.
Yeah.
that was what sparked off the whole conversation, actually, was that one. That's not something you throw in at the end as an addendum. That's like a topic creating death.
Apparently, a few minutes ago, Giant Guy went and watched the ending of Toy Story 3 on YouTube, and now he's crying. And everyone's like, someone give him a hug.
It's like, thanks a lot, guys.
If you don't cry at the end of Toy Story 3, you are soulless.
Yeah.
When I was watching that movie at the end there, oh no, here comes the fire part.
Yes.
Literally, I was just thinking to myself, no, they can't do that. They can't do that. They can't literally get them to this point and then have them die in a hail of freaking fire. That's not what Disney does. That's not what Pixar does. What the? No. So it's like, thank you.
Well,
so
then
I was so relieved
our...
that they didn't do that. That I was like happy.
They like take it right to the edge, though. I mean, it takes you to the point where you honestly believe that that's it, that they're dead, that it's done.
Yeah.
I've never seen Toy Story 3.
Oh. Okay,
you've all ruined the movie for me.
They all die at the end.
Well,
everybody.
Tim Allen's career has been dead since the original Toy Story anyway.
Inferno of melted plastic.
Apparently, Jamie needs a hug now because she remembered Charlotte's death and Charlotte's Web.
Oh, Charlotte's Web. I need to get
another one I never really got into, but I understood because it just wasn't for my childhood, you know.
I liked Charlotte's Web because it had Paul Lynde as the rat, and I thought he.
I know
awesome.
You guys can't see it, but I'm playing the world's smallest violin for all your dead cartoon heroes right now.
Thank you.
I know the one. I'm going to hell as a kid moment I had.
What kid says I'm going to hell?
I did when I said there's no God.
Well, I don't think it was I'm going to hell. It was more just like, I feel really bad right now.
I knew it was going to hell when I laughed. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. It was when I laughed when Old Major died in Animal Farm.
What? Why did you laugh?
Alright,
he's laughing about it now. What's so funny about it?
They're all singing like the Soviet theme or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he starts trying to sing it like in Pig. So he's like, oink, 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 and then he just goes, oink! And like collapses because his heart stopped or something. And it's just like, oh my God. So he's like, I'm in the closet, and like, it's supposed to be like the big turning point of the story, and I'm just like...
Well, it is a pretty amusing...
No! Tipping forward.
Singing so
I knew I was going to hell
that you die.
I knew I was going to hell in high school when during Saving Private Ryan in the beach scene sequence at the beginning, this guy runs up without an arm, turns around, is looking around on the ground, and grabs an arm, and I just lost it in the theater. I was just laughing hysterically, and my mom turns to me and I'm never taking you to a movie again. And I said, okay.
I mean, like,
And she's like, I didn't raise you like that. Like, no, I just grew up like this.
Take you out of the situation and just explain that to that scene to somebody. A guy runs up on a beach with one arm, and goes looking for it, picks it up, and runs away.
Giant Guy says, I used to cry a lot when I watched sci-fi and fantasy movies in my early teens. Mainly because I wished it was real, as I found life so boring. Still do. That's why I love the movies of that genre.
You have a sad life, Giant.
They can take you away for an hour or two. Okay, there was more to that.
And Giant apparently has a very sad, pathetic, boring life.
Apparently we all do, because we all love those genres.
It's true. I'm not denying that.
Posted the link.
Escapism in the purest sense.
I'm falling.
The sound's a little distorted on that clip, so just watch when you click on it.
Going.
The centimeters are so comfy. God.
Okay. Poor old Major.
Even the people in the comments, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He barely gets like 3 notes out. He's like, we're fine.
Oh, Brennan, no, this is a Misfits shirt I'm wearing. I don't have WWE shirts.
Well, and didn't they go off and make bacon
It's
out of them
funnier
after
than
that too?
non-animated.
Like,
I think so, yeah.
I love this comment.
That's
It's funnier
crazy.
than non-animated because the pig flips out of the window and does like a triple backflip and then dies.
Yeah.
what is going on?
Oh,
Everybody,
sorry.
rummage!
Everybody's just.
Ironically, the person that said this is the funniest thing I've ever seen, his YouTube name is Poopsmith666.
Vermin Art says another film I couldn't watch was Flash Gordon. Why couldn't you watch Flash Gordon?
Flash!
You had to stop watching when Ming gets it. But that's the best. Oh. Actually, you know the part that always got me? It was not when Ming gets it, but when his
The old
right-hand
dude
man
gets
it. No, the Klaatu or whatever the hell is, his right-hand man, the guy in the hood with the golden mask.
Isn't Klaatu the midget from Dream Island or whatever that show is called?
I don't know.
Klaatu's
little
the name of
midget
the
with the
alien that the
tuxedo?
hair stood still.
Klaatu brought a necktie. It was 1990. Ah, okay. Jack Black kicking Baxter off a bridge.
See, that's sad until you see the blooper reel at the end where he fails like 4 times to kick a doll off the side of a bridge.
Sorry about the noise, guys. I didn't realize I'd hit my. For some reason, Gee, mute yourself much?
I'm fine.
I think my mute is broken on my Yeti because I hit mute, but it didn't mute me.
I definitely didn't mute you.
Yeah.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. I'm in a glass case of emotions.
Milk was a bad choice.
Frank says apparently.
Cheeseburgers and loneliness are a dangerous mix.
Frank says they have Ted dolls in Toys R Us.
I want that.
Oh,
yeah, they have
God.
adult toys in Toys R Us. It's not like it's crazy.
Yeah.
They have mature toys. And
I wonder
Like you
how
find a
many
dildo
parents
on the-
have bought Ted for their children, thinking it's just a nice story about a man and his teddy bear.
hopefully lots of people.
Hopefully,
But, yeah.
lots.
It'd be funny if they bought like a Ted Blush doll that like played quotes from the movie or something.
Oh God.
There
That'd be
are
awesome.
ones that'll do
Oh,
that,
God. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get those for little Timmy.
and it's all like the dirtiest lines in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, Nothing says kids movie like a.
Have you seen that, Sean?
Ted?
Yeah.
No, I have. I've just seen the trailer and some.
Yeah,
It was actually pretty funny. I liked it.
No, I'd like to see
I
it.
don't like Seth MacFarlane very much, but I did
It's 'cause you-
enjoy Ted immensely.
It's because you wear your top hat on too tight. I don't know.
Wow.
I love how everyone went silent and got all mad at me. Like, oh wait, that's just a still
Okay,
picture.
hold on.
Never mind.
Hold on. Fucking sneeze. It's gonna come. I just know it.
That's what she said.
Here's a picture you all need to look at.
I can't open anything up or explode my computer right now.
Billy Campbell holding a Rocketeer mask and wearing the dude sweater.
There you go.
What? I want to see.
Why are you
that.
not sharing this?
Hold on a
Yeah.
second. I'm
I
getting
have my camera on used out. I'm waiting intently for the sneeze to happen.
Oh, it's gone. I'll let you know when it's coming back if
If it tells you. If it tells you.
If it tells you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Loading or not? Where'd you go?
This might crash me. Hold on.
There we go. The Rocketeer.
Oh my god, it is the dude's sweater.
Oh my god, it is. Holy shit. I want one of those. I also want the helmet too. But...
Excellent.
I was telling Down the other night that the way that the United States is reacting to North Korea
That's cool.
is kind of the way that Walter reacted when he hit over the line.
See, it's interesting because
You are entering a world of pain.
Huh?
A
I moved
world
to-
of pain.
I moved to Austin and they threatened to bomb Austin. All right.
It was hilarious.
Like, thanks guys. I moved
Wait a
so
minute.
you wouldn't blow me up in LA.
I didn't know that he dies at the
He's
end.
following you now.
Well, thanks a lot.
Spoiler alert, Sean. Everybody dies at the end of every movie of the hero.
Yeah, when the film goes black at the end, that's everybody
Shane
dying.
dies at the end.
Old Yeller dies at the end.
Son of a bitch, I haven't seen Old Yeller.
In some movies, they die at the beginning. They just get it out of the way right away. Like Citizen
And
Kane.
totally ruining this for you,
Superman.
nobody dies in Savages. Even though it says... Even though
I
the
can't
narration
wait
says,
for
I
it.
may not be alive at the end of this. And nobody dies. I'm pissed.
It was funny when I saw that and somebody commented on that. I was like, quick, everybody say shit. So that you didn't see it in the chat stream.
Frank
Oh, he
says,
scrolls back, though.
Frank says they need to put out a better Blu-ray of The Rocketeer. What's wrong with the current one? I thought the current one was
It
fine.
needs special features. That's what it needs.
Oh, I see.
The image looks fine.
Okay. Yeah, because I heard the
Beautiful.
transfer was really good.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I bought it and I watched it. It was like, yeah.
For some reason, when I saw
So-
your avatar there, Stout, I thought it was Kim Possible for a second. But Kim
Yes.
Possible with a beard.
It'd be Jim. No, that's Jim Possible.
Jim Possible.
When and if North Korea decides to make any fucking movement, the U.S. will blow them out of the water, and the U.S. will look like fucking heroes again. That
Maybe.
whole disaster of
But that'll be
Iraq,
short-lived.
nobody will care because we got rid of North Korea, and nobody likes North Korea. We'll be
Nobody.
everybody's best friend again. It'll be fucking great.
Not even the Soviets like them. They're like, you give us money, but really don't like you. It's
Yeah,
that
but
cousin
the
who bought
economy
shit
will
from me
still be
once.
in the toilet.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
So everyone will be happy for a moment and then sad again.
War
Yeah.
will fix the economy. That's what they're waiting on.
War.
Well,
Well, isn't there a war going on right now with Iraq? How is
It
that
ended-
fix
Yeah,
the
a war
economy?
will fix the economy. The war started in 2003, and the economy got shittier as the war went
That's
on.
because
so
you
I'm
guys had the
believing
wrong
that theory.
president running that war.
Mhm.
Not that your current president is much better, but by the time
America,
North Korea works up
fuck
the
yeah.
balls to bomb America, they're either A, just going to be
They
filled
could
with
do it.
confetti that says April Fool's Day, which they're going to get on the wrong day because they're on the wrong fucking lunar calendar, or you're going to have a president like Arnold Schwarzenegger who's just going to be like, fuck it, preemptive strike.
Yeah. Blow them up.
Well, Arnold can't be the president, but besides that logical fallacy,
Oh, he could be the president. It's America. The world of
No.
opportunity.
Actually, he can't because he wasn't born here. That's the
Doesn't
only
matter.
requirement.
Doesn't matter.
He was
He's
governor.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. He'll just
Yes, you
bend
don't
Obama
have to be
over
a
the
citizen
desk
to be a
and make him
governor.
into a hand puppet to make it look like Obama's still in
You
office.
can be in any position in the politics in America except president or vice president.
Yes, Dallin is right there. It's not a matter of balls with them. It's a matter of they have nothing that can actually reach us. And even if they tried to shoot something off, we have so many fucking, like, anti-air everything in the area that it's just like the second we see something in the air, gone.
And then we carpet bomb the entire country. Carpet bomb. From one end to the other, just one stream of fire.
I want that to happen because it's just
Alex
like
Ouya is probably waiting
there's
for you.
no saving these people. I mean, I'm not a heartless bastard. It's just that these people
Holy
have
shit,
been drinking
Ouya's
the
tiny.
Kool-Aid for fucking 50-plus years, okay? They live off the goddamn Kool-Aid. There's no getting
Literally.
them off of the Kool-Aid.
Wouldn't they all
You
be
can't
dead
save
then?
them.
Or are you talking about the electric Kool-Aid?
Well, you gotta remember, when it comes to the U.S. military, they have an entire division set aside to Star Wars weapons. You're dealing with a country that has a military so jacked up and ready to go to war that they have weapons designed to go into outer space.
Named
Just
after
in
a
case they
sci-fi
ever
movie.
have to. Yeah.
What?
Wow,
The
it's
U.S.
totally
military has designed a line
I
of
keep
weapons.
saying, Jamie, you're more than welcome. Come on out.
Who's Jamie?
Jamie is Jamie. She just
Jamie
said, fuck
Bowers.
it, I'm coming to Canada. Can I stay with you, Sean? LOL.
I don't think Sean would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
He likes having people on his couch. Hey, I almost went to Canada.
He
To stay
did,
with Sean.
Almost. Once.
but I wouldn't let him stay on my couch.
No.
Because I knew he'd never leave.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm like, I'll leave as soon as I finish all of Doctor Who. And then I never, ever, ever touched a single Doctor Who.
It's like, you finished Doctor Who yet? No, I was watching all your other stuff.
What
It's
happened
so gonna break if
to
you wiggle.
what happened to
Sorry.
Bookhouse Boy?
He is,
Yeah, whatever happened to him?
he is now the Lonesome Foghorn. He comes into
Well,
the
but I
chat
mean-
sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
'Cause I haven't
Alex-
heard or seen anything from him
I think
in
you're
like.
running over the cable to my,
Well, you also
Thing.
haven't been to Friday Night InSaNiTy very much.
Well, this is also true.
What the hell?
what just fell?
My headsets.
Oh, Alex dropped his headset.
You're supposed to
Oh,
keep
Alex
them on your
moved
head.
to Austin too.
No, he drove me to Austin because I don't have a vehicle.
Oh.
You know how driver's license.
He's currently, since we can't both be using the chat because we're only using a 4G hotspot. That's all
Oh,
my aunt has right now.
gotcha.
This is me for like the next month, and then we're gonna get high-speed internet.
Just
Well, I'm gonna get it.
crazily fast, hardwired internet.
Yeah, I'm actually getting it for the first time in like 12 years. I'm gonna get hardwired internet in my room
Really?
because she doesn't want it. She's fine with her hotspot,
Yeah.
but she realizes I need it because I was explaining, all the shit I do, and she's like, "Oh,
So what are you getting? Like, what speed? Do you know?
whatever she's willing to pay for."
Gotcha. Maybe,
That's it.
Maybe you'll have my speed, or better.
I'd be okay with the speed I had before. It was perfectly acceptable for doing things like this. It's just not good for streaming movies, which
Yeah.
is what I wanted to do, but I mean,
No, I
not necessary.
You wanted to stream gaming stuff though too, as I recall.
Yeah, but I mean,
So
I can just record it and then put it on my YouTube also.
yeah, but that's not as much fun.
No, it isn't. I'm just saying, like, I would love to. First, I need to do my graphics card before my internet, because that's the biggest flaw. That's the thing that's bottlenecking right now.
Yeah.
My graphics. Because my CPU's taking up some of the slack. That's the problem.
Right. It's actually kind of annoying not being on cam. Well, that's just because you're such an unabashed exhibitionist, Jamie. We know.
Why can't we have her on?
I don't know. Do we want her on? I have no
I'm
problem.
okay with it.
Jamie,
Yep.
did you want to be on cam? We can bring you in.
I've been trying to get Vermin Art on, but we have to wait like another 2 weeks, I think.
Let me see if I can find you here. Do I have you on my Google somewhere? Ugh.
No, but you can. If you have her on Facebook, you just send her the link there. You can just join.
Oh, okay.
You can send that link to anybody. It's the same as an invite. And that way you can invite people who aren't in your circles without having to compromise the hangout in the future. So as a tryout, if you ever want to try anybody out, you just send them the link and then don't add them to your circle.
Gotcha.
If you're not in the circle, you can't join their hangout, apparently. I didn't know this.
Really?
Yeah.
There she be. Boom.
Oh, Bowman has voice again. Maybe next week then.
Yay! And we can get some Britishness in here.
Nice.
Cheerio, chaps. That was the worst.
Hopefully he doesn't have one of those really thick Manchester accents where even people from Manchester don't know what they're saying.
I hope he does. It'd be awesome. Nobody's saying something like, what? And he has to translate in the group chat for us everything he says.
Have a universal...
Talk me like, oh, hello.
Have a universal Manchester to English translator device.
So, I've been playing the new Slender game
Oh, God.
Tuesday.
Hip. The new Slender game. I've lost track of how many there are now.
There are 2.
Oh, okay.
There's the 8 pages, which is the original free game.
Right.
And then there's the continuation called Slender the Arrival, which has the 8 pages is the first level after the prologue.
I see.
How is it compared to the free one?
Well, the graphics are about 1,000,000 times better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
There's a narrative.
Oh, there's
It's
story.
scary as
Interesting.
fuck. Even though I've yet to finish the first level, but it's still pretty fucking scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the first Slender was really suspenseful, too.
And
But, yeah.
apparently someone like To the Ark or To the Ark himself is in the game, according to the trailer.
Really?
Because there's a dude with a white mask and black eyes running around with a hood over his head. But he's also very, very small and midget-like, so I'm thinking that it's not really him, it's just somebody like him. Because the guys from Marble Hornets wrote the script for the game.
Oh, really?
And that's why I think that they put that mask in there.
That's cool.
Dude, I gotta catch up on Marble Hornets.
Everyone but me has to catch up on Marble Hornets.
Yeah, I think I'm about.
Is it still awesome?
I think I'm about 20 episodes behind.
I haven't watched it since 2 years ago, but we watched it for Halloween.
There's been about 20 episodes since then. They doled them out
Yeah.
slowly.
I think they're going on their summer on their summer hiatus soon, so it might be a good time for you to catch up.
Yeah, maybe we should do a marathon and watch it all again.
They tend to disappear
Jamie!
May and August.
Where is Jamie? There's... Oh, wait a minute.
There's an image of Jamie.
I just need an image of Jamie. There you go. The face of Jamie.
Oh, Jamie, you're gonna have to unmute your mic manually in the top right corner there.
Unmute your mic, and yeah. Is it automatically mute? Well, you probably got a message about it.
Yeah. Well, if you're not paying
And
attention, you can really miss that.
You might have to fart around with your settings a bit too. Google's a little touchy sometimes.
Lately, for whatever reason.
What do you mean you can't see me? Oh, right. It's not you can't see Z. You can't see Z. Hold on.
So, I
There we
had
go.
a startling
frozen?
revelation
No,
in the
not
past
frozen.
5 minutes.
Yes, Ryan. Sorry, Ryan just asked, you guys ever watch the Canadian show Todd and the Book of Pure Evil? So good.
Yes.
I actually have both seasons of that. One of my viewers sent it to me, and I loved it. I marathoned it in like 3 days.
I haven't seen it.
We need to
Great
watch more of it. You would love it, Skinslip. It's totally,
I'm sure.
It's totally your kind of show.
Yeah, I've read the synopsis. I've understood it.
It's very funny. It's very funny. It's like
It's kind of like Beverly Hills 90210 meets Army of Darkness.
well, it's more like I think like Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Jay and Silent Bob. It's like
I'll totally check it out.
it's like a stoner heavy metal version of Buffy.
Oh, that's my favorite thing. It's just like heavy metal demons
Yeah.
and a bunch of high school stoners trying to fight heavy metal demons.
Oh, apparently you're
Pretty
still on
much.
full screen, Sean. That's what someone said.
No, I changed it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm sorry. You're good now. I'm a bit wonky.
That's okay.
So,
If only we could hear Jamie.
I've noticed that when I have money to buy booze, no one else has money to buy booze.
Oh, I have booze. I'm just way too freaking zonked right now.
I don't have money to buy booze. There's Jamie for everybody who missed Jamie before. I think Jamie might be still trying to figure out her stuff. So, there you go. I'm sure she will join us fully shortly. Oh, we got a pretty full house in the Google side of things here.
Mm-hmm.
I used to date a girl named Jamie.
It's like as many as we used to have on Stickam, right there.
Yep. Actually, one more, isn't it?
6
one
cam
more.
slots, weren't there?
Well, I finally got up to date on
No,
The Walking
7,
Dead,
you're right.
by the way. Verminart just mentioned The Walking Dead Telltale games. I haven't played any of the games. I've heard they're really good, but but I do. I did finally get up to date on the show.
Is Pablo playing on an Ouya? Or
This is the software tour of the Ouya interface.
oh, okay. 'Cause I was gonna say he's either using an Ouya or he's screwing around on Xbox Live.
No. No, I just figured I'd show some of this on camera because this is all very, very new as in the last maybe day or two.
I'm trying to decide if I want to make a chicken cutlet sandwich or a steak.
How could you say anything else and then decide whether or not you want to make that or a steak? You either make a steak or you make nothing else. When it comes
It's funny, actually.
It's kind of like saying, for breakfast, I don't know if I want sausage or bacon.
Well, if that's the choice,
Obviously
I
the
just say
steak.
both.
Oh,
I have the answer. I have the answer. You can make a steak sandwich.
I don't
It's
want a
funny, I was
steak
thinking of that
sandwich.
too, actually, and I was talking to Charlotte earlier, and Charlotte was telling me because it's Good Friday, I would actually have to eat fish, given the Catholic tradition, and I was like, oh, I was actually going to make a steak. And she's like, she said to me, she's like, I hate how you just make an effort to go to hell.
Just make an effort.
Really? Is she really strict then?
Having my Good
Not
Friday
really, she's,
steak.
that's what she was raised in, I mean, I don't know. It's her beliefs, but it's just not like
We have
following
Jamie!
everything, yeah. Hey, Jamie.
But we know here, Jamie. See, but no here.
Jamie.
Jamie, if you didn't know, when there's a certain number of people in the room, you automatically get muted.
Yes.
When I
Oh,
click the
Jamie's
button up
on.
at the top right.
Yay! Where is she? There she is. Wow, full motion Jamie. Haven't seen Jamie in motion for a very long time. Still naked, I see. Excellent.
That's how we like her.
It's amazing what you can do with Sharpies. It honestly looks like straps. Alright. I'm going to go and make a potato and a steak. Possibly 2 of each.
I heard from Metal Madness the other day.
Really?
He's doing well. He wishes all of us good times and fond regards.
What's he up to right now?
Every time I message him, he goes, "Why are you not bowing before me?"
I'm gonna
He's
put the
working,
potatoes
pretty much.
on,
Oh, okay.
then do all my dishes, and then make a steak. I'll be back in a bit, guys.
The Zarenizarak show has just become the Stoutman show. You better have something funny to say, Stoutman.
No, I think I have the host. I'm the replacement McLean.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with this. Say something funny,
Replacement
Cass.
McLean.
Look, a quarter.
Pressure's on.
This is a Canadian quarter. Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, man. Failed. Is that your final answer?
Hey, Mia.
We
Oh,
can't
the
hear you.
Hellraiser box set.
Unmute yourself.
You moved.
I think behind her muted self, she's going, I did unmute myself, damn it!
Yeah, it's just
I could see your lips moving, but we can't hear noises.
I wonder what she's saying about us right now.
Why do I spend my Friday nights with a bunch of fat people?
It's like I'm in a room with a bunch of dicks.
Everybody watch what Skin Slip's doing right now.
Oh,
Yeah, that happened.
Excellent.
It's just
Why?
funny because
Because of reasons.
he's muted himself, but he's talking to other people, and it's like playing the mind game with Skin Slip.
I don't think he knew he was muted.
Let's just have everybody muted. It'll be the silent show.
We should all do that, except
okay.
dressed like Charlie Chaplin next week, and mute all our microphones.
Hi. Fuck you.
Why do I feel like we're in that Simpsons?
Oh man.
I feel like we're in that Simpsons episode with the Zap chairs.
That's like
Right,
my
Lisa,
favorite
stop it.
episode.
I don't know where I just hear ding, 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 ding.
I was like, who
Like,
keeps
good lord.
entering and leaving the chat room?
Yeah.
Muting
You guys
Jamie
remember
is
that
pointless.
episode of The Simpsons
It's
where
like
Homer
muting
was
a
like,
deaf person.
do you guys
Ting,
remember
ting,
that
ting,
episode of
ting.
The Simpsons when Homer asked Bart what he learned in Sunday school and he just wouldn't shut up about hell? He's like, I can't tell you that we learned about hell unless I say hell, now can I?
Jamie's probably wondering, like, what the hell?
Yes, welcome to the
Oh, I farted her out of the room.
you crop dusted her out of the room.
I actually
Okay,
saw
I'm
somebody
gonna go
post
get
that
one.
on Facebook.
I will return momentarily with more beer.
I might actually post it in
Beer.
the- It's hard to focus on class
Here
if
it
the
comes.
professor keeps farting.
Oh fuck you, Steez! God damn it!
Oh no, everyone
So
be
here
quiet
it
for a
goes.
second.
Oh, he wants it
Jamie?
now, huh?
Can I hear you? I hear mumbles.
I hear you, but you're really quiet.
Little mumbles. It literally sounds like this.
And starring Jamie as the teacher from Charlie Brown. That's it, you're under arrest. Okay, is it ever going to play? There we go.
You're
Another
under arrest
delay.
10 minutes later.
I tried to like account for the delay too, and then it was just more.
See, we can hear you now, but you're so quiet. This, you can find some way to turn you up. Or...
Dallin said, I can hear her as if she is speaking from a pile of terrorist rubble.
I don't know if this is any better, though.
A little better. You're less mumbly.
I can understand what you said, at least.
Was she like talking to her sound guy or something?
I am talking to my sound guy, thank you.
Oh, I hear you much better.
Hello, sound guy.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. It's Reminard's fault. He mentioned the song. We listened to it like 3 times in the van because my randomizer on the Android pad is crap and it just plays like the same 25 songs, including like the same 5 Manowar songs. What was that? You're not talking to me. You're talking to other people.
They're just talking to
your
the
sound
technician
guy.
in their
Yeah.
apartment, yeah.
Hit it with a hammer. That usually works.
What, the sound guy or,
Yes.
or the audio equipment?
Both. One after
Turn
the
my
other.
volume up already.
Whack. Well, you hit him in the knees. You don't want to kill him. Otherwise, then he can't fix your sound.
That'll work.
Just kick it. It's a computer. It works after that.
Yes, because that's totally how computers work.
That piece of shit would probably work better than this. Just give me that piece of shit.
Oh god, delicious.
Mind to talk into a piece of shit. And apparently it will work better than the headset.
Literally, you're gonna plug a piece of
here's
poop
the
into
tech.
your computer and talk into it? That's harsh. I mean, I thought I had bad equipment, but god.
You just poop in front of your computer and run some wires into it, and then just use that as an audio interface.
Vermin, if you want to get that out of your brain, just listen to Manowar's Hail and Kill. It'll scrub everything out.
Yeah, there you go.
Or Black Sabbath's Iron Maiden is Alex's choice of brain scrubber.
What? Oh.
Iron Man, not Iron Maiden. Derp.
Or
Misspoke.
Indiana Vita, both work.
Or Inagata Devita,
Yeah, but
yes.
these aren't, no.
Bam, 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 bam,
Are you speaking?
bam, bam.
And I got it, the Vita, baby. You know that my
This
love
sounds
is
like
true,
rock
honey.
and roll.
But not both.
I love that.
So I spent $120 on beer yesterday.
Wow.
I've been drinking pretty steadily since 7 o'clock last night.
Is that your celebratory? I'm not diabetic. Or is
Yeah.
that your standard?
No, this is my celebratory. I don't have diabetes. Although I have to go back to the doctor on the 14th for blood tests to see if I have gout or not.
Oh, that's totally workable though. That means you can still drink.
Hallelujah, you have gout? I was like,
There was a delay. I couldn't help it.
However, that was pretty hilarious nonetheless.
So to put this into perspective, I spent $120 on beer, and a tall
This piece of
boy
shit better work.
costs
it works.
I hear you.
Like,
$2.
this fucking piece of shit. Goddamn, it fucking works.
I bought
We can actually
tall
all
boys
adjust
yesterday,
levels
is
too
what
on
I'm
the,
trying to say.
You can adjust
So
everybody's
you gotta
levels.
speak into a headphone piece in order to...
Yeah. That's what it looks
Yes,
like.
yes,
That's
I do. It's a broken pair of headphones.
oh. You should be talking to the mic piece, not the headphone.
No, it only works this way.
Are you kidding me?
It is so...
What kind of
It's like
fucking
a big,
janky
it's like
shit
a
is
big
that?
walkie-talkie.
Yeah, sound guy.
That is the word. That's the most janky piece of shit I've ever seen. It
Man,
doesn't
I
work
grew up in
normally.
the
It only
ghetto.
works
Don't
wrongly.
Talk shit. Hey, don't talk shit
I'm in
about
the
me. I
same-
grew up in the ghetto.
Look, I'm in one right now.
ghetto.
I'm literally in one right now.
That's nice. My dad still
You're in
lives the
Austin.
ghetto.
Austin's not a ghetto.
His trucks,
Where I live.
No, his trucks, the floor of his truck was made out of street
I thought
signs.
that was the soundboard. I was like, wow, that was a lot more clearer than usual. Brandon is the soundboard now.
My ass. Yeah, no, I live over
Assboard.
on the east side of Austin, in the Colony Loop area. So, yeah,
I live in Cleveland, Ohio. It's about as
Wow.
ghetto as it gets.
I live
Yeah,
in
pretty
fucking
much.
Cincinnati.
Town?
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just it doesn't
You-
get any worse. than
Cleveland ain't
Ah,
got shit
they see
about
me
over the Rhine.
rolling. So you don't just drive
Over the
places, you roll places in Cincinnati. You gotta roll. Anyways.
We actually had riots.
Hey,
Well,
we
we're
have
being
riots,
targeted
too.
by Korea. So hey.
Yeah.
You had the remnants of riots.
No, we had real riots. Actually, I have to go to a lecture on them pretty soon. It's bogus.
Wait, where does Jamie live that she has to go to a lecture on riots?
It's
Totally
for
just
my
missed that.
anthropology class.
That's pretty awesome. Anthropology
Why
is
would you
awesome.
want to be an anthropologist?
I
'Cause
don't
it's
want to be an
freaking awesome.
anthropologist.
Then
Why
why
the
are you
hell would
taking
you enroll in
anthropology?
Well, for one thing, I find anthropology fascinating, and for another thing, I need the credits.
What is your actual major?
Education. I'm going to be a professor.
Oh.
Ooh.
Aren't you fancy?
I'm going to be a philosophy professor, so that's
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's the only thing you
Wow.
can do as a philosophy major, right? You gotta
yes,
be
it
a
is.
professor. Yeah.
I'm guessing you've heard the joke. The stereotypical philosophy major joke. You
No,
know,
actually,
what are the
no.
first words spoken of a recently graduated philosophy
I
major?
died like 3 times during that mission.
Would you like fries with that?
Wow. Thank you.
I know. Yeah, you're welcome. Just
Hey, I was gonna be a
Appreciate
film.
it so much.
I was gonna be a film theory major, not a film major, a film theory major.
What the hell
means
does that mean?
That means I would be teaching people about how films actually work on an artistic level.
But
Wow.
in your defense, though, a philosophy major is a hell of a lot better than what I have.
History?
A+ certification.
Actually, no. That pays well.
It pays well if
It's
you
a
can
very-
find a job.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. You're
It's a
right.
very, very
Oh
niche
shit, my dependencies are gone.
market.
Well, see, the thing about A+ is that it's the first step in a whole staircase. Like,
Yeah.
in Canada, you've got to have your A+ and something else to be considered employable. Like, you need your A+ and your network plus, or you need your A+ and your security
You just kill one of your
plus.
friends.
And your landed immigrant card.
And your
Well,
landed
okay,
immigrant card.
No, but the
Just saying.
yeah, here it's if they were gonna recommend anything, they would do A+ and your Cisco certification.
Oh yeah, Ryan. Films for. Oh god.
I need a hat.
You know what, Ryan? Shut your fucking pie hole, you retard. So one director or 2 director actually, make it without going to film school. You have no idea what you're talking about.
No, if you want to be a successful filmmaker these days, you got to understand that the film industry is a business, and they treat it just like any other business. And if you don't have a film school diploma or something to that effect, you're not going to get a job.
Here's the thing. Do you want to know what the secret to making the film business is? Know somebody in the film business who loves you. That's it.
Pretty much, you need to be grandfathered in, yeah.
Yeah, for the good jobs.
That's what I hate about it. That's what I really fucking hate about it, because it's like, well, nobody's gonna get in then because
The high def
model.
resolution is changing that very slowly, Stout. That's what the beauty of the current situation
I don't
is,
think
you
it's
know?
gonna change it. I don't think it is changing it. I just
It
think
will.
it's like it's the same old thing that has happened. A few people like Kevin Smith
More-
get in, but
More directors have
I was
gotten
gonna say,
jobs
Jamie,
in
you
the
couldn't
business
get
for
more
making
Southern
indie
for
films
being more
in the
northern.
last 20 years than they have ever.
Well, it's like Robert Rodriguez said.
I have
Nowadays, you don't
nothing to say about that one.
talented filmmaker to be a filmmaker. You just have to know what you want.
Yeah.
And
The talented ones will make it, and the
I was
non-talented
thinking it was
ones
like
won't.
Fez or something.
yeah, pretty much. It's like the way he puts it. He says that like Macs come with iMovie, which is pretty much a full-featured editing suite at this point.
Fuck iMovie, God, such crap.
He's-
Well,
he
so it's
said,
Final Cut now, but
He says that by the time you know what you want, you've already done it. And if you're good at making movies, you're gonna make it anyways.
yep.
And if you're not good at making movies, at least you like making movies.
Is it just me, or does Jamie look like she's trying to talk down an airplane?
Yep. Roger. Coming up for landing.
You're cleared for an ILS approach runway 3.
This
I
is
need
your
you to look
captain
in front of
speaking.
you. Do you see a dial with numbers on it?
No.
When I see a walkie-talkie.
Actually, my anthropology teacher refers to all cell phones as walkie-talkies.
That's old school right there.
Texting each other in Morse code with that little red button.
I kind of want to come in with like 2 Dixie cups and a string just to fuck with them.
I think you can handle that shit.
That is totally YouTube worthy right there.
That's fun.
No,
Everyone else
no.
brings out their cell phone.
What is YouTube worthy is this guy's drawings. They're just epically amazing. He tried to draw a camel today, and it looked like the state of New Jersey. It was bad, man.
Yeah, the big thing about film is the reason you go to film school is to know how to make a good film the right way, so that when you break the rules, you do them logically and not stupidly. You have to know the rules to break them. That's the biggest problem that people are like, you don't need film school, you should make a movie. And you're looking at them like, your framing sucks, you don't know how to hold the camera, you don't know how to... Fuck you, you're an idiot. You know?
Absolutely. You gotta learn the rules of filmmaking before you make a film.
And you can learn those from books. You can learn those from watching, like Nolan did, but you have to have the right mindset to be able to do that. Most people need to go to school to do that.
If you don't go to film school, I agree with Skin Slip. It's like, yeah, your framing sucks, your lighting sucks. You don't even know how to hold a camera. You have basic, if not borderline retarded editing skills. Did you do the audio in your mom's basement? I mean, it's like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Here's the thing. The 3 things you need to make a film that will get you a job. Not necessarily a good film, but a film that will get you a job. Good lighting, good sound, good camera work. The end. If you get those 3 things, your movie will look good, even if it sucks, and that will get you and everybody except your actors a job.
Yep, pretty much.
You know, sometimes you can't get good actors. As long as it looks good, sounds good, and isn't fucking
You could
shaky
literally
shit.
make a movie adaptation of dogs humping.
I think someone's already done that.
It's called bestiality, and it's illegal.
I was actually going to say it's Harmony Korine's Trash Humpers, but close enough.
What do you mean? I said dogs humping. That's not bestiality.
Yeah, it is.
Bestiality is if you hump the dog.
No, bestiality is do dog humping. Sorry, you fail. I worked in the porn industry. I know.
I don't want to know what part of the porn industry that you've worked in.
I used to build pornographic websites.
Well, I know that.
I used to use pornographic websites.
There was a time
Hey,
when
this
I could
is
get you
really
guys.
weird.
What's weird?
I'm digging through my old receipts. I have a receipt from Safeway. One of the things I apparently bought was coffee, and I don't drink coffee. And the receipt is dated December 9th, 2013.
What?
Or September 12th, 2013. In either case, it's a date that hasn't occurred yet.
I was going to say...
It's the fiscal year.
Scott!
Maybe you went on a trip with the doctor that you're not yet aware of.
Must be. Apparently, I start drinking coffee in December.
Apparently, one of those hitchhiking trips to class was in the DeLorean, and we had to pick up some coffee.
Wait. It was December 13th?
Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. They put the year first. It's September 13th, 2012.
Because I was gonna say maybe the doctor found you on December 14th, and you were like, "Oh shit, I forgot to buy my girlfriend's coffee," and he's like, "I'll give you a ride."
And then somehow deposited me back here.
Hey, it could happen.
I just...
reasons.
Time is a lot more like a rug than a definite
Oh,
thing.
you know what it is? I think it's part of the previous receipt or something. Because this is, it's a completely different transaction.
Yeah, it's going to check this
so
out.
somebody else went on a trip with the doctor?
No,
Safely?
somebody else bought coffee and a classic Kim.
So you accidentally got the receipt?
I got just the last bit of their receipt or something. I guess it didn't cut off or something.
Ah.
That all makes sense.
You at least have all of yours? Because that's the important part.
Yeah. I don't actually really need that receipt because it's, I'm not claiming macaroni and cheese purchases.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's not bad. Carry on.
I also found a weird note.
Oh!
What?
I also found a weird note here that I wrote. It
I
says
knocked over my beer cans,
Oh no.
Note that I can only talk and I can't read any of the text.
and
Awesome.
I think
Where?
it may or may not have spilled into my Xbox.
Oh.
That just makes the Xbox more awesome when it's drunk.
When it's drunk.
When it doesn't know it's a fucking Xbox, that's when it actually decides to start to work.
Boots up in the PS3 interface. It's just like, what the fuck?
What have I done?
Keeps telling me to press triangle. There is no triangle.
Eric, is
Turns
that
out
emulator
it's
going to
just
be
Slenderman trying to find
free?
his way on
Yes.
Xbox Live.
Okay.
And there's also a
I found the first thing I'm going to do with my Ouya.
and there's also an N64 one.
And then
I'm going to
64
find the second
Ouya.
one I'm going to do on my Ouya.
It's so
I assume
awesome.
if
There's another Ouya owner in the chat.
Well, actually, I
I'm
don't
not
have one yet.
alone. Well, I don't know what he does.
No, but I
Can
mean, I haven't
someone
paid for. I
explain
didn't back it either. Alex did.
Can someone
won't have
explain to
one
me the
tonight for
significance of the Ouya? Because I've yet to figure out how
It's
it's going
awesome.
to compete with the PlayStations and the
It's
Xbox.
not
Well,
competing.
okay, that's
It's its
the
own
first
thing.
thing you need to do is to stop comparing the two because they're not even in the same league. As in, not saying one's a bit better than the other. I'm just saying they're literally two completely different things.
It's like basketball and baseball. They're in the same. They're both sports, but they're different sports.
Right. This
But-
is pretty much the best way I can explain it. It is an Android game console that really plays towards the independent developer.
So
You
basically,
already
what you're
know.
saying is all the Humble Bundle for Androids that I've bought on my phone, the Ouya is basically the console that'll let me play them properly.
Yes, in a nutshell.
Hopefully, I don't know.
Then I'm
There's
so
no,
glad I bought
we have no
Metal
official
Slug
saying-
3.
there's no official thing saying that the Google Play Store will be on it, right? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows, but they have confirmed that they are in a serious discussion about it now. They are talking to Google, and I guess they're trying to get the Play Store.
I don't see why they
thought-
wouldn't be able to. It's an Android
I thought
device.
Google was on board since the get-go.
Google
They
is,
were all like,
but
you want to
with
make
their
a game
own-
console? Do
There's
it.
other things to deal
there's
with
other,
the store.
yeah, there's other sides of it. Google was on board, as in they have some of their development teams on to make some games specifically for the Ouya, but to go on the Ouya's Play Store, but not have the Ouya access to Google's Play Store.
Oh.
It's confusing, but it's no, but even if we don't have access to the Google Play Store, all you really have to do is use like BlueStacks and download the APKs, and then it's called sideloading, which the Ouya fully supports, and I have video to prove it. And you just sideload the app onto the Ouya, and it runs.
Because, I don't know, have you ever heard of Victor Lucas there, Pablo?
Yes, I have.
He's been a pretty big supporter of the Ouya since the get-go.
He was one of the first backers.
Yeah, he was one of the first big high-dollar backers, the one that bought
I
the one.
believe his name. The backer consoles, the 60,000 ones that people, me and Skin Slip paid $99 for.
Alex did, not me.
Or Alex did. On the side, we'll have an engraving of the 8 or 9 people that donated like $10,000 to the cause.
And he's one of them.
I believe he's engraved on
He
it.
is one of them, yes.
Along with like Notch and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was funny because Victor Lucas has a podcast and it's called Vic's Basement.
Mm.
I listen to them pretty regularly.
Finally, it comes.
We came back just in time for that.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, before I got so rudely interrupted,
I'm just taking a break from making food. I'll be gone again in a few seconds here. But then I will be back.
I put a message on their Facebook wall and I was like, do you know what you guys really need to talk about on that podcast of yours is why the game industry hates disabled people. And Victor Lucas himself wrote back and he's like, you're absolutely right. We need to talk about that. Signed, Victor L. And I was like,
There you
that's
go.
fucking awesome.
Awesome, dude. Way to make a stand for your people. Are you playing Life Force?
The only other time I have encountered that is when the CEO of Razer personally wrote me back and he said, the next time we make a game controller, I will make absolutely sure that all the buttons are reconfigurable. Not just one side, all 15 of the buttons will be reconfigurable. And I was like, thank you!
Awesome.
Nice. No, this is
Jamie!
a video of
Jamie!
one of the legal emulators that is coming onto the Ouya store when it launches.
Oh.
It's called Ouya, and it's an NES emulator. And as of right now, the only games that it supports are indie games. So obviously, you can't get real NES games on there. Only if you sideload it.
Are you
Or get 'em from
talking into your headphones, Jamie?
Welcome to
We've
the
had a
discussion,
huge
John.
discussion about this.
Yes, we've already
Oh.
made the joke
Okay.
that she looks
Yes,
like she's
they
air
have
traffic
a
control.
microphone. Doesn't work.
Excellent.
Now, here's another question. I bought my Wii so that I could
Well,
emulate
innovative
NES
solution.
games.
Bravo.
Mhm.
Is it worth buying a Wii U to emulate NES games?
No,
I'll be back.
Alrighty.
because you had to hack the Nintendo Wii in order to emulate NES games. And as of right now, the Wii U has not been hacked.
Okay, so they're still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, that's all it has.
I guess not that it wouldn't really matter because NES games aren't high definition anyways.
No, but they certainly do look good coming out of an HDMI if you got the right filters,
Yeah.
which is what these have. These have all of the filters we find that make games look amazing on the computer. So, this is another thing, the Ouya outputs HDMI at 1080p, so you can only imagine the filters on the N64 emulators.
You know what? I have a friend who plugs his N64 into his high definition TV. I gotta tell you, the N64 looks pretty good.
Well, yeah. You know, it depends on the TV, really. My TCL that I have is a 32-inch LED, and it actually has software, or even a little bit of hardware on it, that does kind of like scaling and smoothing of standard definition content. So it's kind of like, you know, de-interlacing in a way.
Yeah.
And I swear to you, I played Mega Man 2 on the NES through the composite cables. My brother-in-law came in the room. He thought I was streaming an emulator.
The chat's about to go down, by the way.
It looked.
Because Sean walked away and it's asking him for confirmation.
Oh, I can
John,
see it on
press
there.
back here.
Quick. Give us
Sean!
Just call him quick.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Sean! Trying to sound like those
Jamie?
goats who scream like people.
Oh shit, I don't know the number.
Did you learn to sign from Grown Up with a Deaf Parent, or did you learn to take classes, or?
Actually, as a child, I had a friend that was deaf, but I also took a class, and I also used to do like praise dance, so you learn sign language that way too. So.
Right. I took three levels of sign language, and I'm really rusty. So.
Oh, good.
I was like, I understand what she's saying. Oh my god! And I was trying to sign back to you, and I was like, I'm tiny, whatever.
I didn't even notice.
I was like, why?
I was actually using sign language with my sound guy, which is kind of ironic.
You have
Who
a
is your
sound
guy? Does your
guy?
sound guy have a name? Is he your
My
significant
sound
other?
guy does have a name. His name is Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Wait, why do you need a sound guy? What do you do for a
Is
living?
he
that
your
you need a
SO
sound
or just a
guy?
roommate?
He enjoys the title, is pretty much what it comes down to.
Yeah, so is he your SO or your roommate?
SO.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's
whatever.
SO?
Significant other.
Significant other.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. I was trying to be a little
And you
more...
worked in the porn industry.
Whatever.
There are no significant others in the porn industry. Everybody.
Tell that to
with
the 9
everybody.
million freaking porn stars with boyfriends and girlfriends and dog friends.
And husbands and
And
wives.
And husbands and wives, yes. And husband dogs.
Oh, that is
And wife
true.
cats.
But those aren't
Yeah.
significant others. I wish you.
Who, most of which also work in the industry.
It's true. The porn industry dates within itself.
Because it's really hard to date outside of it. It's just like wrestling. The wrestling industry dates within itself because it's just hard because no one understands what they have to go through. You know, the hard schedule, etc.
I have a serious question for you guys. Do you think that there's more sex in the porn industry or in the Olympics?
Olympics.
I'll bet you it's Olympics.
Probably.
Well, I don't actually know the answer. I do know that in the last Olympics they had to order more condoms because they ran out. They had like 80,000 condoms.
Awesome.
I have a little bit of insight into this, but it seems like, well, from my perspective as a former pornographic webmaster, that for every porn star that was a swinger, there are 2 or 3 porn stars who go home to their husbands and don't have sex outside of their marriage unless they're on film.
Mm-hmm.
But some of those porn stars who do that also make sure that they have sex outside of their marriage, but they make sure to film it so that their husbands or wives can watch it. So it's really a convoluted question.
It's complicated.
Yeah, you know.
I was just asking a question.
Can't believe I actually found that receipt.
Dude, did you get a hold of Sean? Like, what the hell's going on?
No, I don't have his new number.
He has a new number?
Yeah, because remember when his phone and everything got cut off last summer?
Oh, I've got his new number. Hold on, I'll call him. I'm also gonna give you his new number. How about that?
Just Facebook it to me and I'll call him so you don't have to incur the long distance.
I don't have a problem with long distance.
I have North America calling on my cell phone. I could call Sean.
Let's